Right, should be good, should be live. Hello all, welcome back to the Football Chat Live. It is time for the Merseyside derby, Everton versus Liverpool. We're at Goodison Park, where you never know. It's a very tough place to go, Goodison Park, and maybe Everton can get a result. New man Neil Maupay up front for them. Liverpool with a big shock starting up front for them, but we'll get into that in just a moment when we get into the lineups. Joined by Harry as always. He's currently sorting out technical weird things that I don't really understand. But yeah, there's a chat. I have to get it up quickly, but I can see down there Ryan Tune, great to see as always with the classic high full stop, and Chelsea fan, ever supportive. Harry's run to get something, I don't know what, but anyway, we'll continue on because I'm very excited for today. It's rare we're live this early. It's only 12 o'clock on a Saturday morning, but because we've got such a brilliant game, we had to bring it live to you guys. But yeah. Cheers, so I'm going to go to Lords. I know, just saying hi. Yeah, I know, I saw you mention it in... I can't remember where it was, but it was in the comments or something that you won't be here. That's fine. I know that you said you'll be here tomorrow, so that'd be great. Of course, we are live again tomorrow for Man United versus Arsenal. Have you fixed everything, Harry?
Yeah.
Sorted everything. Fantastic. I saw you sprinting off. But yeah, welcome.
Hello.
It's good to be back. It has only been...
a couple of days.
3 days since we were last here.
12:30 kickoff.
Yeah.
We rarely do these.
Well, we've got 4 streams in the next 5 days. I hope you're very excited.
I am buzzing.
Should be good. We've got today, we've got tomorrow, and we've got Champions League in the midweek. So very exciting times. In terms of the poll, let's have a quick look. It's currently 100% Liverpool.
I'm not surprised.
From the 6 votes. Make sure to vote if you haven't already.
Liverpool are favourites today, but...
we have a lot of people to welcome as well, just quickly. Caden Holloman, great to see you. As always, Ryan Tune, how you doing today? Doing fairly well. Not really had much. Only just got up.
Not too much of a day.
Yeah. And Cauliflower, aloha to you too. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah. Obviously, as I was saying, Liverpool favourites today by an absolute long stretch. But we've seen that they can be tested. Lost to United, draw to Fulham, got very, very lucky against Newcastle.
They needed an additional 2 to the additional 5 minutes.
Klopp's changes interest me. I'm intrigued to see how that Liverpool team plays today. But
I'll get into the lineups in just a moment.
I'm looking forward to the game. I do think Goodison Park though. We've seen that Everton, the crowd can become the 12th man sometimes, and that's sometimes what Everton need to help them get across the line, get a point, get a win. It's good to have ask for the toffees, but it's doable.
I do feel that they miss that star player. They miss a Richarlison, they miss a Calvert-Lewin. I do think Neil Maupay does, in some way, replicate the behaviours of Richarlison.
Neil Maupay is the one striker you want in the derby.
He's a massive wind-up.
Shit house.
If Van Dijk isn't sent off by the 30th minute, it's a disgraceful performance.
I think he'll run at Joe Gomez.
You reckon? I think any of the defenders he can upset. If anything, actually, Kostas Tsimikas. We've seen the past be a little bit hot-headed, and I think if Neil Maupay's in his ear, winding him up...
We've got Gordon. We know Gordon, as much as I hate him. We know Gordon's a decent, tricky winger, and with Trent's defensive liability... There's chances for Everton here. It's not impossible. It's improbable. But as I said, home turf, home soil, home advantage, and they've got the players to cause Liverpool problems.
Of course, there is another game going on at the same time, and that is, as Caden Holloman has mentioned here, what will the score be in the Old Firm? Of course, Celtic versus Rangers today. I think it's going to be a decent game of football. Celtic have started the season better. They're currently top of the league, but Rangers are a very good side. Of course, made a few improvements as they now do have Champions League football. It's the first time as well that both of those sides have been in the Champions League since, I believe, 2007.
Are we doing any predictions for that?
Sure, let's do it. What are you thinking?
I'm going to say 2-2, like 4 red cards.
Oh, 4. Morelos isn't on the pitch, is he?
Oh, and no Scott Brown. Maybe not then.
No red cards. Yeah, he's at Apple.
I'm going to say 3 red cards, 2 draw.
Okay, only 3. Brilliant. I'll go 0-0. Super boring, super safe. Can't upset any Celtic or Rangers fans.
I do like, it's a bit of a derby weekend. You've got your big game, you've got your derby, your
derby. I'm going to say 2 derbies at the same time. We've got,
derby.
I would say, a competitive derby
United
tomorrow.
Arsenal.
Of course, if we think back to the mid-thousands, they were the powerhouse in football, other than Chelsea, of course, repping the retro Chelsea shirt today. For the first time. And you've got last year's Villa shirt. Should we talk about Aston Villa?
I'm worried about this evening. Manchester City at home, it could be nasty.
How many hat tricks do you reckon Haaland will have before the 30th minute?
I say that Aston Villa will beat Manchester City tonight. I can't
I was going to say, clip that one out. We'll be talking about that tomorrow. But
should
be a good game this evening.
It could be dull.
I've got a really good comedy to watch at about 5:30, so might clash.
I'm back in the villains.
Okay.
But that's not our focus. Do you want to go through the lineups? It's not our focus.
Sure, in just a moment. Chelsea fans going 2-0 Celtic. Chelsea fans also asked why you hate Caden, not Caden.
I don't
Gordon.
hate Caden. I don't like Gordon. I really don't like him. I think he's a bit of an idiot. I think he's looks like Claire Balding from Wish.
What's wrong with that?
You
look like Hacker the dog.
Right. No, I just don't like him. I really don't like him as a player. It doesn't seem like being a wind-up and being a shithouse and just being an arsehole.
I don't think he's any of them. I just think he's a bit ineffective.
Exactly. He's not. I think he's overrated by Everton fans.
Yeah, but you love Jack Grealish. Now he's at Man City. He's the worst footballer ever. He's the biggest flop.
No, because he's much better at Villa than he was at Man City.
Yes. I think he just looked bad because everyone else at Villa was completely shit. It's a bit hard to look brilliant. Okay, Kane's going 8-1 City and then 3-3 in the Old Firm derby. 4 red cards, 2 players and both managers sent off.
Oh, I like that.
Brilliant prediction.
Because they're 2 hotheads now. It's not Steven Gerrard who wouldn't hurt, and Neil Lennon who wouldn't hurt Fly.
Well, Gerrard will shout and then just...
Who is it? It's the Australian geezer.
Giovanni von Bronckhorst versus the Giannis
Postecoglou.
No, Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah, so I can see those two getting a bit of a scrap.
Who's not Australian.
One of them's Australian.
It's a Greek. Ange Postecoglou's Greek, I believe, and Giovanni von Bronckhorst is Dutch.
One of them's Australian, I swear. One of them's Australian. I think it's Ange because at Postecoglou because they had the whole
Australian.
Yeah, they had the whole Australian. Because they had the old Australian tournament set up, didn't they?
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah. I always thought he was Greek. I know he came from Athens, I believe.
He might be. He might have came.
But he is Australian. Fair enough. Right. Great knowledge.
I know your managers.
No, your managers. Right, shall I get the lineups up? We'll talk about them. I'm excited for today's game. I do feel we could be in for a Liverpool, demolition job, but hopefully not. We'll get into the lineups. Of course, Everton.
There's 3 ways this game goes. Liverpool dominance, a boring 0-0 where Everton hold on, or it's going to be end-to-end and we're going to see like 4 or 5 goals.
Right.
I think it's going to be the middle option.
Isn't that just every game ever?
I think it's going to be a 0-0.
One team wins, it's a draw, the other team wins. No. The options, guys.
I think we could see a ball draw.
Okay, well, the lineups for this fixture, of course, it is Everton versus Liverpool at Goodison Park, and in goal for the Toffees, the home side, it's Jordan Pickford. He takes the armband as well. Back 4 of Nathan Patterson, Connor Cody, James Tarkowski, and Michaelenko, whose first name has escaped me. I went all first names there and then forgot Vitali, that's it. But Nathan Patterson, I'm very impressed with him so far this season on the topic of Scottish football. Yeah, maybe not. Then Tom Davies gets a start alongside Amadou Onana, apologies, and Iwobi. And then it's Damari Gray on the right. Almost said Andre Gray. Imagine he was back. Anthony Gordon on the left. And Neil Maupay leading the line. Should be exciting to see. As for Liverpool, it is of course Becker between the sticks. Trent at right back. Simicast replaces Robertson at left back in the starting team. Van Dijk takes the armband alongside Joe Gomez in the back 2. Midfield 3 of Harvey Elliott, Fabinho, Carvalho, Salah on the right. Diaz on the left. Nunes leads the line. This is a very harsh decision on Roberto Firmino.
Very sorry. What was it? 4 goals in 3? Yeah, 4 goals.
2 goals, 3. 3 goals, 2 games.
3 goals, 2 games. And
what else has he got to do to deserve a start?
I think after Nunes, it's not like he was injured. He's come back from headbutting someone.
Yeah, it stuns me.
I'm really surprised. But again, I think Nunes could be a problem. Has he learned his lesson? Who knows?
I say James Tarkowski, Connor Cody, ex-Liverpool lad, in his ear.
In a game like this, you do not want someone like Nunes, who we know has got a...
he got annoyed at Joaquim. How did you get annoyed at Joaquim Anderson of all people?
Such a lovely bloke ever.
Yeah.
I think that Liverpool team actually favours Everton. I think obviously there's a bit of rotation in there because obviously Liverpool do play Tuesday, I believe.
I believe so.
Well, they were playing in Europe anyway, so obviously they've got to rotate. So that's one thing you will notice with this weekend.
We will be live Tuesday, not for that Liverpool game.
All the teams in the Champions League obviously will probably play rotated sides to mix it around for Europe.
Liverpool on Wednesday.
So we could see some interesting results.
Liverpool play Milan away. Napoli away on Wednesday.
Probably resting at the likes.
Well, they've also got. They're going to have to be travelling on Monday morning.
I think it's a very attacking midfield from Klopp. I think Carvalho, Elliott, Fabinho. You're asking Fabinho to do all the defensive work in there.
What options do they have though?
Very
Keita injured. Arter's just joined the club.
I look at
Henderson injured, I believe.
Yeah, Everton's midfield three. What is it? Onana, Iwobi, and
someone has been handed their first start. Already we've forgotten the lineups. We're good at this thing. Davies, not first start, but very surprising inclusion. I've not seen him all yet.
That midfield going forward could overrun Liverpool.
Yeah, there's the potential.
But I think it's kind of similar. You've got your one DM to sit and defend, so Onana and Fabinho.
Yeah.
And then you've got your two more attacking midfielders either side to do the running. Which I think could create a really interesting midfield battle. Same formations line up against each other.
It's going to be a very interesting game.
It definitely is. But
as you mentioned there, the Champions League football coming up, we are going to see more people rest. I do think that is going to have a big impact on these games.
Well, I'm saying, Villa City,
I was going to say, could we see Haaland rested?
I know, I'll be so
annoyed the chance. I was going to say, I've got him captained, but you never know.
I guess just on the topic of FPL, I've got Salah and Diaz in this game.
I have no one.
That's thing you don't. I've got
no Liverpool.
You put all your balls in the City basket.
Eggs.
Not balls. I was going for balls in the court.
Yeah.
I mixed the two.
Not put my balls in the City basket.
No, you put your eggs in the City basket. I put my eggs in the Liverpool basket,
right.
But I've also got Haaland.
Yeah. I've got no Liverpool players. I don't think they've been that impressive this season, other than their 9-0 over Bournemouth, which I agree, good result. But other than that, I think they've been a little unconvincing. So I'm steering clear of them for a moment. Just want to say, of course, we will be live on Tuesday and Wednesday for those Champions League games.
Yes.
The games we're going to be covering though are PSG, Juventus, and Inter Bayern Munich. Two very interesting games there. And of course, live tomorrow as well for Man United Arsenal. But the game in hand today. Anything else we want to talk about in these lineups then? We mentioned Tsimikas briefly. Oh yeah, we'll do in just a moment. Tsimikas is interesting. I think Neil Maupay against Tsimikas is going to be an interesting battle for pure wind-up, potentially. Or Damari Gray versus Tsimikas. I think that's a fairly even scrap. And then Gordon against Trent. We've mentioned how Trent likes to push up very high. It's going to leave a lot of space in behind for Anthony Gordon. Does that potentially give Gordon a chance to get in behind and either come across and win a penalty or go in for goal?
Well, I just love the beat. Yeah.
Okay,
I love
cheers.
the beat here for that. So you've got, I don't know who she is in the middle, but then they put an extra Rio Ferdinand, Duncan Ferguson and Peter Crouch.
Yeah. Rio just not even looking at the crowd. Ferguson's there like an icon. Obviously, he is to those fans.
I just don't like him.
You seem to hate everything about Everton football.
He's so biased.
Why?
I do.
Of course he's biased.
I know, but that's why he shouldn't be like a reporter.
He's a pundit though, not a reporter.
No. You get some pundits, like when you get Zola on a Chelsea game or Hasselbank.
Yeah.
Whereas Duncan Ferguson thought Everton were going to beat Chelsea at the first game of the season.
Yeah, but he wasn't too wrong. We only beat him 1-0, so maybe we should.
I know, but he's sitting there going, I don't see a way Chelsea win today.
Yeah, he's a little bit biased. But so Neville and Carragher started that way, and now look at how they've developed to become more even and
Neville and Carragher though.
Fair.
I don't
but you didn't at the time.
I'll be honest, I don't really like either of these teams.
Okay, great. Do you hate everyone apart from Aston Villa and Chelsea?
No.
But yeah.
I think we're in for an interesting game though.
I think we certainly are. I don't see any way this is a dull fixture. Like, Everton aren't just going to let Liverpool play around the back, play over the top of them, and then put it in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Something will happen in this game.
Yeah.
I know.
I hope so.
Mental analysis there, but Nunes will get a red card this match. I don't think he's going to get back-to-back red cards. I just cannot see it. Imagine he did. Imagine he got sent off. Caden Holloman, just a little bit up in chat.
Yeah.
Come on, people, keep hitting that like button. What are we on in terms of likes? We're not on many. We've got more viewers than likes, so there's definitely someone out there that hasn't hit that like button, so make sure to do so. Currently on 6 likes, make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. They have just gone down to 6, so maybe those people that haven't liked actually hated the content. Diaz, Salah and Carvalho, the Liverpool players I've got. That is an interesting strategy there.
Yeah.
Tripling up on Liverpool midfielders. I find
4-2 as well. You've gone 4-2.
Very interesting.
Kane's gone 4-2 Liverpool.
Yeah, because he's got no Liverpool defenders. Yeah. He's got loads of Liverpool midfielders.
Rotherham. Watford got Rotherham. That should be an easy win.
Do they? Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. Rotherham looked all right.
Oh, shut up.
What?
Nah. Watford are win that easily. Obviously, Burnley dropped points in the 98th minute last night. Thomas Asante scored an equaliser for West Brom.
Mate, Rotherham are 12th in the league. 2 wins, 3 draws, and just 1 loss.
Nah, Watford should win that.
They're ahead of Luton. And they've only
yeah.
played 6 games.
Watford should win today.
Interesting. Also, what was going on with the fixtures? Is it that Burnley and West Brom played less? They played last night, didn't they?
That's what I was just saying.
But Coventry have only played 4.
Postponements.
I guess. Yeah, they don't have a pitch, do they?
Oh yeah.
Their ground's fucked at the moment. So they've played 4 games.
There's 10 away games, aren't there?
While others have played 6 and 7 and 8. There's a few 6s obviously because they were teams that were supposed to play Coventry presumably. So it's a bit of a weird table at the moment thanks to Coventry. Coventry are bottom, but realistically they've got 3 games in hand. They could easily find themselves as high as
9 points.
12th. So, I mean, it looks horrific for Coventry at the moment, but they've only played away.
Oh, Chelsea fan, that's not what I like to hear.
Haaland's my captain.
No,
Haaland's everyone's captain. Oh, sorry, yeah, that's Caden. West Ham winning today. I have no hope. Sorry. Have hope, Chelsea fan. Come on, it's the hope that kills. You've got hope, and then
hope until the 25th minute when Schemata goes on.
Genuinely, I think we'll be alright today.
Depends what we do.
I think the final will start.
If we rotate for Europe, then we could be in trouble.
I don't think we'll rotate for Europe. We've got Dinamo Zagreb.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know who we had.
I think we could give Zakaria a first start in midweek.
Hope it's not right wing back though.
Oh God!
I will cry.
How we've not signed a backup right wing back though is stunning to me.
Person got in the goal to get the camera shot. They could just go to the other side.
No, I don't know. I like a little goal net shot. But yeah, they have hope. I think with Reece James back at right wing back probably today. I think one of Matt Havertz has to be dropped. If not, it sets a very bad precedent from Tuchel.
Yeah.
You've got to drop them for poor performances. You can't just keep giving them minutes.
Start today, there's some bias or something going on there.
Havertz has got a full folder of information on Tuchel.
Yeah. He's like blackmailing.
Exactly. Thanks for reaffirming my point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because there's no way.
And Jorginho should. I don't really see a way that Jorginho doesn't start. We haven't got enough midfielders. Everyone's knackered.
I want to see Kovacic.
I think we have a massive problem with Kovacic and Kante being so injury prone. It's alright to have one of them, but to have our 2 best midfielders be injury prone, insane to me.
I mean, I'd be happy to see Kovacic and Zakaria.
And how we didn't add a single midfielder until the final day of the window, and now we have 5 midfielders going into the start of the season, one of which can't even play deep in the 2. We've seen in Conor Gallagher, so I don't really know what the plan is there.
I want to see Kovacic and Zakaria.
Hope it's alright. The fact we let Gilmour and Ampadu go, who are both more defensive players, but refuse to let Gallagher leave on a loan, it intrigues me. I'd have rather kept Ampadu. I'm fine with Gilmour leaving. As a massive Gilmour fan, it hurts me he's not at Chelsea, but I'm just excited to see his career now.
Yeah, obviously,
and
Chelsea struggle with depth midfield, so have Liverpool. One person we haven't talked about, Arthur Melo, brought in.
Well, I said on the short, he's going to come off the bench and score to make it 5-0.
Is he on the bench? I think he's on the bench.
Is he not?
I believe he's
okay, well that's not going to happen then, is it? He's not even played yet.
Once he's available for selection, it's now a midfield option for Liverpool. They need him.
No, Arthur is on the bench. Number 29 today. Arthur does make the bench.
You know, it's a good option for Liverpool. I think.
Perhaps better than Milner.
Yeah, it's a good option, and if they like him, if he has a good season, they might get him on a permanent towards the end of the year.
Yeah. I could see potentially, if they're trying to hold on, bringing on an Arthur or a Milner for Diaz.
Yeah.
And pushing
I think they want to give
Carvalho a little higher or something like that. Or maybe they just bring Carvalho off.
I think they made the right choice not to start
I could predict a very good performance from Fabio Carvalho today.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, they can't start him. He's had 1 day in training.
Confidence high of scoring a 98th minute winner. But I think that's the thing. There's hope for both sides. I think Liverpool, despite not playing well, they've got results. They'll be happy about that. I think Everton though will look at Liverpool's recent games and go, yeah, this lot are beatable today. especially in a derby. Anything can happen in a derby.
I agree that anything can happen, but have you seen how poor Everton have been this season?
I don't know. A good point away at Leeds. We saw that's a tough thing to do.
And a point at Forest.
Gave Chelsea the game. Rescued a point at Forest, I think.
Didn't they beat someone? Where are Everton
Lost
in the
to
league?
Villa, but
I know. Sorry, Everton took 3 draws, 2 losses this season.
I think if there's one place in the start of the season, it's going to come down to clinicality today, and I think having Neil Maupay is a very big shout for that.
They drew Brentford
Newcastle,
didn't they?
Newcastle, every chance they took, Isak put it home. One Aussie was disallowed, one went in. That's what Maupay's got to do. If Maupay or Gordon or Gray or whoever it is gets a chance to score, they have to take that opportunity.
You know what? I've said to Everton before, but if you look at how many goals they've conceded so far, 1 at Chelsea, 2 at Villa, 1 at Forest, 1 at Brentford, 1 at Leeds. Yes, they've not kept a clean sheet, but they've also not been on the end of any battering so far.
Thing is, what's let them down this season? Their goals. Who have they brought in? Neil Maupay.
Yeah, it's not the ideal addition.
No, but I think he's going to finish those chances that Gordon didn't through the middle.
And I think Gordon's much more effective out wide.
Exactly.
And Maupay is a shout striker until Calvert-Lewin gets back. But I do think Calvert-Lewin being so injury prone is a massive worry for Everton.
They
need to bring in a second
off so that Everton have an extra man.
I would have said maybe they push for I'm trying to think of a good young striker who would be happy to play as a sub, or maybe they go and push for Adam Idar of Norwich.
Cameron Archer.
Do you really want him to leave Villa?
Oh no, I don't.
Then,
for Everton's sake.
Yeah, okay. He looks all right in the Premier League. I don't know if he's quite ready to be a Prem
starter. Don't really play him.
Yeah, but then when you have got Ollie Watkins and Danny Ings there.
He don't play Danny Ings either.
I'm happy for Billy Gilmore, who will get game time now. Hopefully so. I'd be excited to see his debut.
He's actually got a fantastic
for Brighton, which I imagine will come next weekend, potentially.
It won't be this weekend.
Well, he could get some minutes off the bench.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I think for Brighton fans, they should be very excited about that transfer.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player. And I think the future is looking very, very bright for Brighton. I think the only thing they need is a striker now. Yeah. And that team is complete. But equally, they've not had a striker for the last few years, and they just keep progressing up the league. So maybe they don't need a striker.
Yeah.
Maybe they just need good players everywhere else.
I bought in Pascal Gross this week, so I'm interested to see. I'm hoping Brighton have a good performance at Leicester. Again, that's a big game for Brighton. I think a struggling Leicester side, you're in form. Brighton should be able to pick up another 3 points.
Fair enough. Brighton fans would love this stream. We need to get Brighton fans in here. We don't have enough Brighton fans in chat. Have we ever had a Brighton fan? I don't think we have we?
I don't know. If you're a Brighton fan, apologies that we've forgotten you, but...
By the way, I think Coutinho and Rodri will get sent off in Villa City.
Coutinho doesn't...
I was going to say... You love a red card, Caden.
I'll be honest, if to get sent off will be John McGinn.
I don't think there'll be a red card in that game.
Mings is so stupid.
2 penalties. Haaland, bang, bang. The thing is, I can genuinely see it. There'll be Haaland's 4th and 5th goals.
Yeah.
How many goals did it take today for Gerrard to be sacked?
It's the Milan derby.
Milan derby as well.
And Lazio.
We did look at covering that, but unfortunately, it's not on in the UK. I don't believe. Oh no, it is, isn't it?
Literally, yeah.
Oh no, coverage starts halfway through.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those where BT have only bought half the game.
No, so obviously we're live today. We're live tomorrow. We're live Tuesday and Wednesday. We don't want to die.
Quite the extensive schedule. How many goals did it take for Gerrard to concede later today for him to be sacked? Not Villa to concede for Gerrard to be sacked.
I never ever want Villa to lose a game.
Of course.
But if we are 1-2-0 down, 2-3-0 down, I want City to score more so we can sack Gerrard.
That's weird. Why do you want Gerrard gone so desperately?
I don't like it. I think what they do is they'll keep him for the next few games, which are winnable games, and we'll lose them. Also, what's going on down there?
Seems to be some problem with fans getting into the stadium. I doubt we'll see delays, though. It's not a Champions League final.
They say, no, you're not. Don't care about you. We're playing. They're probably Liverpool fans.
Keep them out. Yeah. Give some kind of advantage to Everton today.
Yeah, I think if Villa concede more than 6-7, that Gerrard has noticed. He was throwing.
I think the only way he gets sacked.
Listening to his pre-match press conference, he's throwing players under the bus again.
I think the only way Gerrard gets sacked today is if it's a 10-0 loss. If it beats the record for the biggest loss.
But like Gerrard, he said that he likes the pressure of underperforming, and that motivates him to do better. So he likes being shit, basically. And he was saying that we lost the Arsenal game because of a couple players and individual errors.
Just noticed, by the way, that Everton tunnel,
it's tiny.
It's a corridor. They're having to go through single file.
Yeah.
Like one Everton player, one Liverpool player, one Everton player, one... I've never noticed that at Goodison Park.
No.
Mental.
That is very small. Players come out. Predictions.
Oh, yeah. Shit. So it's because it's not like a 50 minutes. It was obviously 20 minutes, but yeah.
I'm going to say...
10-2 the game kicking off. What are you thinking?
I'm going to say 2-2.
Wow.
I'm going to say 2-2. I'm going to say Everton goals from Mopé on debut and Tom Davies, screamer. And then Liverpool goals from Salah and Carvalho. But I think, again, Carvalho might score a late winner, a late equaliser to save Liverpool. And actually, no, I think so. Mopé opens the scoring, then Salah equalises, then Tom Davies thundercracker.
Oh, right.
In like the 60th minute, and then Carvalho, maybe not as late.
Tom Davies thundercracker would be fun.
And then Carvalho equalises again in like the 81st minute. Your prediction?
I'm going to go really, really boring, I guess. 1-0 Liverpool. Luis Diaz will bail him out about the 70th minute, and that'll be it. It'll be a really nice one. You know when he just cuts in and nobody decides to pressure him, so he just puts it in the far corner. That's what we'll do.
I'll go first. Minute of the first goal. I'm going to say the 24th.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I'm obviously going 70 odd. Yeah.
Same formations. It's a like for like.
Yeah.
Teams.
And just before we get into that game, 15 votes in the poll in chat. 20% think Everton will win. 73% backing Liverpool. The majority, obviously, and 7% thinking a draw is the most likely outcome. And Nick-Nack, welcome. You've got...
Get your prediction quickly.
2 minutes. Yeah, so predictions.
Hayden said 4-2. What did Chelsea fan say?
Chelsea fan, if you've given a prediction, said 2-0 Celtic. Not for this game. Chelsea fan, where are you?
Yeah,
we need a prediction.
Nick-Nack, get one in quickly. Man's Keel.
Yeah,
Hayden
go on.
says 4-2. Everyone else watching, get a prediction in.
Yeah, and we'll see how. And of course, first goal score and stuff. If you want to put that in chat as well. No, I'll stick my prediction in chat as well.
Is that Richarlison? I see. No, it's Neil Mopé with Richarlison.
I'm in Wales today because my brother want me to take him to WWE tonight. Sounds great, Chelsea fan. Enjoy Wales.
Yeah.
Great creatures.
But while you're in Wales, you can watch the Merseyside.
Watch the football chat.
Yeah.
Right. While you're at WWE, if you're bored, check out Guess the Footballer. It's a really exciting series.
Yeah. And don't talk to anyone about the Man City Villa game. Well, don't talk to me about the Man City Villa game.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'll be sat there just crying. Right, yeah, I'm going to set my prediction in chat. What Everton, no. Liverpool 1. I think it's going to be boring. Hopefully I've jinxed it. That would be ideal. And Chelsea fan is going 3-0 Liverpool, by the way. A fairly safe prediction there. A comfortable Liverpool win. I think it's the most likely outcome. But, yeah, we are a minute away from kick-off. Very exciting times. Liverpool will get us started in this Merseyside derby. Nick-Nack's going 2-0 Liverpool.
So everyone's favouring Liverpool.
I was going to say, we've not got anyone going yet.
Everyone's going to win 5-0 today.
It's Anthony Taylor, everybody, our favourite referee.
Right, you change your prediction.
I'm going to go 9-9.
4 red cards and 3 goals.
Game postponed.
No, Anthony's a Lisky fan then. Look, he likes being terrible.
By the way, we're doing that of kick-off. Liverpool try the pump it long tactic and it's straight out of play from Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Shock.
I think it's going to be called off when Anthony Taylor nuts someone. Just sparks out Nunes.
All around. Nunes.
No, yeah, both could happen.
No, to be fair,
maybe they both try and headbutt each other.
Obviously, the 4 officials are always referees. So where does the official stand at this ground?
In the crowd.
Oh, there. They look like a steward because they're in light green. So
yeah.
Anyway, we're 30 seconds in and the ball's been out of play 3 times already. Good start. Good start. This.
And the Everton fans, if they want, can reach out and lift up the Lino's hand to give an offside whenever Liverpool go forward.
Yeah. It's a bit like Kenilworth Road.
But it's fantastic in that sense, isn't it? And they
I
are
know
panning
Liverpool
back
fans
to the
can't
problem
get
of
in.
Liverpool fans not being able to get into the ground. So a big problem there. Liverpool fans are getting into stadiums.
Why is it always...
I mean, it wasn't their fault, obviously, in France. We don't know the situation here, so we can't comment. But yeah, strange coincidence that seems to have been the same group of fans twice.
Oh, my face was out there.
Gomez across now to Trent. Elliott does very well, the youngster.
Which corner of the ground then are you trying to get in?
I believe it's the one
Bottom
near
left.
side. Yeah. Obviously, we can't see right now. Van Dijk.
The Dream League soccer adverts
Nice. Nice ball into Salah, who brings it down well. Salah tries to find Nunes, well cut out by James Tarkowski. He's looked good since returning to the Premier
Very
League.
much
Obviously, relegated with Burnley last season, but Everton signed him up on a free.
Cody as well alongside
It's a
him.
good addition.
It's really helpful.
Yeah, they've made a good partnership of Brexit centre halves. And I think obviously, you'd imagine when Mina and Godfrey are back, those two will be the preferred starters, I think. But Cody and Tarkowski are very able centre halves, very capable centre halves.
Godfrey and
Well, I was going to say, I could see a three.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Cody's operated one of the three for Wolves. We know that Godfrey, of course, very good with the ball at his feet, so he could work well in a three. But Patterson at right wing back isn't exactly what you want.
No.
But Michaelenko pushing forward wouldn't be a
James
terrible
Coleman.
thing. You have got very defensive fullbacks.
Yeah.
But I guess they could operate as wing backs.
Trent at the corner.
Oh, it's fallen all the way to
Simicast.
Simicast.
Simicast blocked by Nunes.
Carvalho. Patterson wins it back. Good challenge from the young Scotsman. And then another good challenge from him.
Everton fans love it.
As he gets it.
Yeah.
I mean, kicks it out of play, but at least he won it, eh? It's all that matters. I'm very impressed by Nathan Patterson.
Yeah, he's come to Everton side really well.
Well, yeah, of course he joined last January, right?
Yes.
But didn't play too much in the back half of last season, but started so far, I believe, every game this campaign. Very impressed by his performances. Yeah, I think he's a very exciting young right back. I could probably see him playing for Man City in a few years, potentially.
Yeah.
He's on his contract, or he could be a very like a Seamus Coleman-esque loyal servant to Everton Football Club, which is obviously not a terrible thing at all.
Yeah, long ball at Mope ran out.
If of course they can avoid relegation this season. Do you think Everton will be relegated at this point?
I don't know, you know.
The 17th. I don't see who gets relegated. Because if you look at the relegation zone at the moment, you've got Aston Villa in there, who I don't think will be relegated.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know, do you?
I think if we're still in the relegation zone by the end of
I don't think there's any reason Villa can't get relegated this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got good players on paper, but it doesn't work as a team. Doesn't really matter, does it?
Diaz hacked away by Cody. I've never understood defenders defending against Diaz. You know he's going to cut inside, so why do you let him?
But then they always know how to play against Ziyech.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
Elliott.
And then when he does cut inside, no one pressures him.
Yeah.
Stuns me. I guess they're just not used to it now. The modern game is very much that you're going to see predominantly the wing back. So when a tricky winger comes along, they're a bit confused as to how to mark against that. Elliott does very well to evade the challenge of Anthony Gordon. Finds Trent. That's a very good ball into Salah. Goes back to Trent. Trent, the ball in is woeful, has to be said.
That's
why
one
we
of my
get it
favourite battles is Elliott versus Gordon.
That'd be exciting to see them jostling for possession. Fabinho, Salah, Elliott.
Offside, surely.
Believe the flag went up on the near side.
No, it didn't. Or Ampy hasn't seen it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I saw the movement of the Lions flag, but imagine a steward running really fast.
We should see how long it will take to get the Liverpool fans into the ground.
Carvalho, very nice pass to Joe Gomez. He's bringing the ball out of defence now. Wobie puts the pressure on, and Anthony Gordon out putting pressure on. He does very well there, Gomez. Got caught out, but managed to make up for it.
He's actually had a decent...
A massive turnaround in his career. He's turned from a dynamic winger into a ball-winning midfielder, and it's worked perfectly for him.
Because he wasn't great. Was a winger. Oh, hang on.
Oh, it's a chance now.
Into Onana. He had no support. He didn't really have to do that.
Should have just held it up. He had Gordon arriving behind him. Maybe if he'd had a call, he could have played backwards. Yeah, that's what Mope's there to do. Put pressure on.
He put pressure on, dropped deep, took the ball, played it out through.
And we've already seen Liverpool caught up by the press twice now, in particular Joe Gomez. I do think this right-hand side is a weakness for Liverpool.
Definitely.
Gomez, a bit inexperienced, I guess.
Mope and Gordon.
He's a very good centre-half, Joe Gomez, but he's not played frequently due to his injury problems over the last
You can see he kind of drops
years.
into a 5-4-1.
And Trent goes missing a lot.
4-5-1, sorry, for Everton.
Well, they're playing very compact. It makes them harder to break down, but then they can spring on the counter as they're trying to do here. Gordon tries to evade Fabinho. He's done fantastically and won a free kick as well.
Yeah, fair enough. That's good from Gordon.
It's exactly what he needed to do. Driving inside, Fabinho panicked, lunged in a little bit there.
He keeps doing it, once he does that so many times, he's going to get Fabinho booked and he's going to get Fabinho sent off. Not saying he's going to get sent, but as soon as Fabinho's on a yellow card, that's immediately a problem for Liverpool.
A big problem. In that role, he's going to have to make challenges like that. A little bit of a hand on the back of the shirt, and but real lack of quality in the final third for Everton. That is my fear. If you look at the Everton midfield today, they've got no runner in there that's going to get forward, find himself on the edge of the area and slot it home. Because Tom Davies,
what a touch from
I don't really know what he brings to the side ever.
Just over Mope.
Like, he's a decent ball winner, but you've already got Onana, who's a box-to-box, but not a great finisher. Not to be fair, an alright finisher, but
just say this is
very good defensive.
Great long ball from Connor Cody. What a touch this is from Damari Gray. Superb.
You need a really good striker in there. Finish that.
That's what you want Calvert-Lewin.
Or Richarlison.
Yeah.
But Mope in the air is just not going to cut it.
As much as his haircut might look like Richarlison's, he's not quite Richarlison.
He's not quite Richarlison, no.
Oh, Tsimikas trying to dribble out, that was a bad idea. He's under a bit of pressure.
Mope's a very good striker. I don't think he fits the profile of what they need, though. They've played well out of the press, but Gordon.
Sloppy from Elliott.
Davies wins it back, not Gomez or Gordon.
Dorian Gray slots through Mope.
Gordon.
Gordon was good.
Yeah.
Gordon's got to be on his toes. Got to be on his toes.
That's where they need Mope. Little bit, a scrap in the box, and he's took a shot, but Gordon not aware to it. Gordon does well with the press there. Elliott's ball isn't great.
This was really well won.
So Damari Gray runs at them.
Mope on
Van Dijk steps up and catches him out.
That's what.
It's rare to see Van Dijk get caught out like that.
That's what Anthony Gordon lacks. Mope has just slotted
that instinct
right across the goal, and he's caught flat-footed. Because if he's on his toes there, he slides forwards and puts that 1-0.
He's not used to him getting through there. He's used to Van Dijk kicking that out.
That is a massive let-off.
He's not expecting Mope to manage to get it forward.
Liverpool.
Decent ball, but nobody
First
in there.
8 minutes, all Everton.
I do feel at the moment Everton's lack of quality finishing in advanced areas of the problem. This would be very bad.
This would be a bit.
In terms of defensive midfield cover, Hendo's currently injured.
It's no foul or anything. They've just collided.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate collision, but this could be problematic. I think he's going to be all right, but they don't have defensive midfield cover. Henderson currently out injured, I believe. If Fabinho is to go off injured as well, Milner I imagine would deputise in there, potentially Trent.
God, yeah.
And you put Matip at centre half and move Gomez to right back. I don't know, but I guess we'll see. Wake up, Gordon. That was a tap in. Yeah, Gordon should have been putting that one away. Knick-knack. But, yeah. Patterson now. Done well to get the ball there. There's under a lot of pressure from Luis Diaz. Tarkovsky. Gray. Can't quite get there. Davies does, but it's out of play for Liverpool throw. Just say, by the way, we've got a minute's applause as well for Olivia Pratt-Corbell, of course. Tragically passed away during the week. So, yeah. Fantastic to see both sides, obviously. Merseyside unite.
Yeah.
For a minute's applause. Yeah, they have, I believe, all got, and they've not cut to any more camera shots of them all sat outside.
That's great from Anthony Gordon.
Oh, he's done well, but Davies' pass just lacks any quality. Gordon's looked alright so far.
No, he's actually looked really good.
He's not Chelsea quality, don't get me wrong, but he's right. Cody got caught out there.
Made me hate him.
It's the fact that he was linked with Chelsea.
We might have bought it for 60.
Just winded, he'll be okay. Yeah, seemingly Fabinho is absolutely fine.
Anthony Gordon makes me go insane. Tarkovsky.
A collision like that, though, Nick, you do worry potentially some kind of rib injury, but seemingly.
Tom Davies isn't that strong.
Not, yeah.
Gordon finds Mope.
Can't quite get the flick round the corner to Gordon to play it back.
Again,
Michaelenko a little bit overzealous there and fouls Elliott while winning the ball back.
Elliott knows there. Not fouling.
Well, he just, I mean.
Yeah, he didn't need to pull him back there.
Pulls him there.
He turned backwards.
Elliot does make a bit of a meal of it though.
Trent back to Gomez.
Just sat down.
Really, that's possession stat.
83% of the ball makes sense. They've had a lot of the ball at the back here. Then Everton win it back, and even then they don't hold on to it for long.
Yeah.
And when they're at the defence, they don't play it around beautifully like this. They just Cody tries his first time ball over the top, which is exactly how you play against Liverpool.
Yeah.
You want to spring a counter. We know that they're usually very bad at tracking back, and that is how you hit them hardest.
Exactly.
Trent here manages to head it, tries to find Salah, but Tarkowski in front. Here's Iwobi. Another thing about obviously Iwobi playing middle field is he does still have that technical ability to be able to play with the ball at his feet. Davies does well. That's a lovely bit of movement there from Damari Gray, who tries to switch the play. Can Gordon bring it down? The header is not good enough from Anthony Gordon.
It's weak first, not a bad ball.
Just needs to cushion that with his chest. But no, he tries to head it down and pretty much just heads it to Harvey Elliott.
1-0.
Wow.
Interesting.
Very interesting. I'd say last season Rangers are the better side. This season, seemingly Celtic the better side. I think Rangers have not invested enough.
No.
From what I've heard from Rangers fans, they've not invested enough in players, and they could have done, especially considering they're going into the Champions League. I know there was links with Ronaldo, wasn't there, close to the deadline on loan. That would have been a fantastic move for all, though. I just can't understand why that's not been done. And now Taylor wants to have a chat with about 9 different people.
I don't know what, because nothing.
Something's happened off the ball, I think. He's just whispered something into Cody's ear. Now he wants a word with Nathan Patterson. Unsurprisingly, he's lost control of the game. Patterson and Diaz both holding on to each other there.
So he's got a word.
Yeah.
Happened right in front of him.
Wants a word with both of them. And now I think he's just telling everyone else to go away.
Just don't book.
Basically.
Just don't book Diaz. My fantasy
Go
team.
on. And Salah. Book them all.
No, she's talking to him. But I wish he'd done that when there's a break in play. He stopped the whole game, just have a talking to for him.
It's just Anthony Taylor things, isn't it? At least he hasn't given a penalty for it.
If he got a throw,
on the halfway line.
You two just come here, right, none of that off the ball, please. Fine. He stopped the whole game just to tell them, don't do that, that's naughty. That's an overhit pass from Trent. He's lucky.
He's got away with it though. Tsimikas comes in and that is the problem with Everton being so deep, is they couldn't go and intercept that pass, even though it was a bit of a p-roller across the pitch.
They let him come back on that right foot again. I don't understand.
I was going to say not Diaz.
That's why they.
I couldn't see who it was. I forgot the Nunes as a person. I was thinking that's Tsimikas.
He's 23 and
that's something I've not seen. Nunes has been anonymous so far.
He's probably trying to keep himself out of trouble.
Yeah, but even so, I've not really seen him.
Handbags. Yeah. Just be handbags.
You can get involved while staying out of trouble.
Annan looks really good.
Damari Gray. Goes all the way back to Connor Cody. Pickford. He goes out wide. Michaelenko brings it down nicely. Goes back to Tarkowski. Everton just.
Have they got a shot yet?
Controlling a little bit of possession. I don't believe so. None of any quality, at least.
Everton should have.
Yeah.
Long overhead, long ball. This is Everton's game plan. Is Cody and Tarkowski with the long balls out wide.
Yeah, trying to find Gray and Damari in wide areas, and then they either cut inside, and we know the quality they've got in terms of dribbling and being able to finish it. So, yeah, or as you say, putting into Mope or one of the midfielders arriving at deep.
Gordon just gets out of it.
I can come forward again, Liverpool. Trent hits that ball over the top. Diaz manages to tries to touch it around Pickford, but way too much momentum on it, and there's no chance he's stopping that.
Flying into Diaz there.
Penalty.
Yeah.
Well, I would have given you a free kick. Or penalty one, sorry. And then Salah takes loads of points for your fantasy team.
I think, well, it's something I miss it.
Nick, we don't want Pickford sent off. We need all the games we can get under his belt before obviously England head to the World Cup in November.
Definitely. I think there's a lot of goalkeeper shouts as well. I think lots of English goalkeepers have been performing well. Pope, Henderson.
Yeah.
I think there's a shout for all of them.
Yeah.
There's obviously more than that. I just named 2 that I think stand out for me. I think if we Pickford, Pope, Henderson on form right now.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No Aaron Ramsdale. No Aaron Ramsdale in England's side.
But I know the thing is, I'm thinking realistic as well. I know that Southgate will take Pickford.
I know he'll take Pickford and Pope. I don't think he takes Henderson over Ramsdale.
I think it's harsh because Henderson looks very good.
Arguably Ramsdale does as well.
Oh yeah, but I think...
And that's kind of all Pickford does is save penalties, so why would we need Henderson there?
What does Pickford do?
Yeah. He's got better at shot stopping, and his distribution isn't fantastic.
But I think Ramsdale's distribution and shot stopping is massive.
Trent makes a massive mistake there.
And Pope's just huge.
Not really massive, but he does make an error. And that gives takes the pressure off Everton a bit.
Reach Clare.
And they can now pile the pressure back on Liverpool. By the way, 20 votes now, 75% Liverpool, 20% Everton, 5% draw. Make sure to have your say in the poll in chat. Who do you think will win this game? At the moment, I say it's still very much in the balance.
Very much so.
Oh, Cody's gone down holding his head. Taylor looks at him and diagnoses that he's okay. That's good. Demarai Gray now, running at Tsimikas. Oh, he's got past Tsimikas. That's a good run from Demarai Gray. Can't get the ball into Mopé and Diaz now. There's a lot of Everton defenders back. Tries to switch the play.
Yeah.
He's well behind Mo Salah, but he is going to get there. Keep it in play. He goes to Trent. Trent with space to work with. Wanted to play that ball first time. Didn't really see any options. Chose against it. Goes to Tsimikas. He finds Nunes. Nunes back to Tsimikas. They've had to go all the way back to Van Dijk now. Everton doing very well to create no options that Liverpool can use to create a chance. It's very, very effective. Billy Deegan, I'm a Liverpool fan. I hope Everton get relegated. I think Liverpool will beat Everton. Fair enough, Billy. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you're a Liverpool fan, you're going to want Everton to get relegated. And I don't think it's too far from possibility. They've not looked great early season. I think they look very shaky. Not shaky. Their defence looks fine, but they don't look like they're going to score ever. No. Every goal they get, it's from a different player every time. They don't have someone that's always going to put the ball in the back of the net. And Neil Mopé, I don't think remedies that issue. They don't have a proven goal scorer really. But they have got a decent side. This Liverpool team should really be doing a number on them though. This should be a comfortable victory. So far it's not been though, and I do think Goodison Park owes a bit to that. I think that this is Anfield. Potentially this is 1-0 Liverpool.
All in. Diaz at the back post, heads wide.
It's wide, yeah. That's Nunes again.
It's because why is Nunes there? Why
would Diaz be heading it?
Yeah, Diaz, what? Look, if you look, Diaz for some reason was in the centre with Nunes at the back post.
Yeah, they've been rotating frequently.
Yeah, it's interesting. But again, Nunes heading wide, back from his injury, probably back from suspension.
Liverpool seem a bit short on ideas. Well, I think Everton's showing how you play against Liverpool.
The big thing you've got to remember is we look at the Palace game. Liverpool didn't find a goal. They got desperate. They got wound up. They got annoyed. They got frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, then Nunes head back someone. But yeah, I think Everton's showing exactly how to play against Liverpool. You keep it very compact at the back, and then you spring them on the counter. It's the way that Newcastle almost beat them in the midweek. It's the way that Palace nicked a draw against them. It's the way that Man United beat them. And it's why Liverpool teams have figured out how to play against Liverpool. Patterson,
was that handball?
Is that a potential handball? Patterson's arguing it is, not any other players protesting.
The crowd are also going to.
Iwobi puts that out of play, and now Taylor's done something I don't know. Patterson, hits him in the back.
You're just very far away from the thing. But
I don't think Patterson really saw whether it was hand or not, and then of course he sees the crowd protesting, so he feels the need to protest. But yeah, no, certainly not handball there from Tsimikas.
Taylor wants something else to happen.
Much easier to defend against a Mane-less Liverpool attack. I think they look less threatening on the counter.
Yeah.
I think we've seen too many times now Diaz running forward and a bit indecisive, but also not as quick as Sadio Mane. So Everton have more time to react to Diaz. As much as Diaz, I think, is more tricky with the ball at his feet, it's not necessarily what you want when Liverpool tend to play counter-attacking football. And I don't think Diaz is as good a finisher, especially in and around the 6-yard box. I don't think he finds himself in as good position. I don't think he puts away as many chances as he should. Diaz tends to float around the edge of the area and then cuts inside and hits one. And he's very good at that. And that does have a place in Liverpool's system. But I would argue you need someone of Mane's profile to replace Mane. Yeah. And they've not done that. They've brought in Nunes, and I think he's a very good addition. They needed a striker who could frequently score goals. Equally, Jota had a very good campaign last year, so it's quite harsh to drop him. But yeah, he has been injured early campaign, hasn't he, Diogo Jota? I've not seen him play at all, because I believe he has had an injury, yeah.
I think he could be big for Liverpool when he's back.
He certainly could, yeah.
Foul on Mope there for
big
Fabinho
FPL upside potentially as well. Of course, he is now counted as a forward on this year's game. I'd played the majority of his games last year.
Fabinho and Mope trying to win a foul. Mope beating the shit out of 3-0.
That's exactly what the role they need him to play today. A little, I was going to say.
And Tom Davies has a bit of afters on Luis Diaz.
And Taylor does make his mind up eventually that it's a foul from Simicast on Demarai Gray. I thought it was. It looked a little bit. He's just not won any of the ball there, has he?
I don't get how that was a long decision. And Tom Davies is having a chat with Taylor. Yeah, obviously next Saturday, it's Fulham-Chelsea. That's a must-win for Chelsea.
Yeah. Why am I worried for that game? Like, we've got Dinamo in the midweek, and I'm worried we might throw that one away. We've got Fulham next weekend, I'm worried we might throw that away.
West Ham goes later today.
Tarkovsky brought down, does win a corner, fair enough, and comes off
Van
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk thinks it was a goal kicked up.
Besties. What a laugh. They did come off Van Dijk, to be fair. He never did, and I think that's what Tarkovsky was pointing out to him. So a little bit of banter.
Yeah, Everton corner. There's threats from set pieces. Can they find a goal? Maybe on the keeper. Who else?
I was going to say that's exactly what you want. It's
not
a great delivery, but it did fizz.
Good save.
Venom behind that effort, but Alisson does well to hold on to it.
Didn't quite find the right very in the corner.
And now counter-attacking.
Oh, here's Nunes.
Michaelenko gets it out. It's weird to see that Diaz is operating very centrally.
A good effort from Gordon.
Yeah, Diaz just backs out of that challenge a little.
And Gordon couldn't quite find that bottom corner to beat Alisson, but he's tested Alisson. It's a good effort, and
he's done well considering Diaz was there, and he very, very brave just to go into that. Diaz lacked that courage and almost resulted in them conceding a goal.
Fabinho. To Van Dijk.
This Liverpool team is almost like they've got a two up front of Salah and Nunes, and Diaz is operating an attacking mid role.
Yeah.
He's been very.
Or Diaz and Nunes just keep rotating.
Or Nunes is just playing out wide, but seemingly it's two strikers and an attacking mid, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. So Nunes drifting deep there to win the ball. It does seem like Diaz is more of a left wing. Prediction for Newcastle versus Liverpool.
That was Thursday.
I was going to say that's
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. Newcastle today play Crystal Palace though. I mean, I've got Pope and Trippier in my fancy team, but I've also got Wilf Zaha, so I really don't know which way it's going to go. And I've got Mitchell on the bench, so.
Liverpool got to be careful. It's another foul.
I think Newcastle could win, but Zaha score.
I love it. So right, Gordon goes down there, so he gets fouled him.
Yeah.
Everton fans stand up, protest as a foul. They get the foul, they cheer, and they're all up their hands, gesturing for a card. I love it. That's why Goodison Park's such an atmosphere.
Demarai Gray.
What a drive.
Coming forward. This is brilliant from Demarai Gray. Arguably a yellow.
No, foul.
Wait, what?
He said Goran's got the ball. Rightio.
I'm going to have to see a replay of this.
Right.
I mean, he's got none of the ball and found Demarai Gray.
What part of the ball's he got?
Taylor is a truly shocking referee. I mean, he's got as much of the ball as Gomez did, so.
And now
that's exactly what Gordon's protesting.
Start kicking off, and this is going to be Anthony Taylor's already lost the game. He's lost the.
They're both pulling at each other's shirts.
Oh no! Lampard's had enough. That's terrible. That's criminal from Taylor again.
Decent enough try from Gordon, but curling back with the keeper. Can I be mods? We've not really given out any mods yet, Chester. Don't really feel the need to.
Yeah, I think we said last time, it's not a need to.
Yeah, not yet.
It's hardly. Anyway, if there's one person that's done something wrong.
I mean, we've got 11 people watching now, so I appreciate everyone in chat. But until we've got like 100 in every stream.
Oh no, Simicast! No, Simicast is playing this. That's again
Sorry,
criminal.
I was going to say, are Anthony Taylor and Simicast besties? Because what is going on here?
Criminal. Because Taylor hasn't given it. He saw it Simicast, and I mean, once it replay. Oh no, but Gordon, that's a poor reaction from Simicast. It's a 50-50. There's no foul there.
Yeah. Put it this way, I don't think stone hard Andrew Robertson goes down like that.
Yeah. Simicast got tapped on the ribs, and suddenly he went, oh, this is... The problem is, this is ruining the game now. Because it's just stop-start from shite decisions.
Yeah, but I don't think that's terrible. Everton aren't allowing Liverpool to get into a rhythm.
And to be fair,
I know there's just that
it's going to get more feisty. Everyone's going to start getting annoyed and kicking off. The fans are going to get more annoyed and kicking off.
I know there's an arm in there from Gordon, but
Simicast, it was blocked. It's through to Diaz. Good catch from
Pickford. There's an arm in there, but it's a 50-50.
It's more Simicast jumped into the arm.
Yeah.
Just
saying 2-2, is that for the game now, or is that for Newcastle later? I'm assuming you're going to say Newcastle win though later, so I guess that's for the game now.
What I really like about this dynamic though, what we've got now, is they've swapped sides. So you've got Damari Gray, very tricky winger, running at Trent and Gomez, which causes a problem, and you've got Gordon versus Simicast, which what a battle so far.
Yeah.
Here is his 2.0. Oh no, swap sides again. That's disappointing. I was quite enjoying this Simicast. Maybe that's what their whole point was, to rile up Simicast.
And Gray was a bit more effective against.
I was going to say, but maybe
Trent,
if they've got Simicast, that he's made 2 fouls, he's annoyed. If they now get Gray running at him.
Chester says 2-2 for now, and then 3-1 Newcastle. Isak, Brace, and Almer on goal. I mean, I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility. I do think Palace will score today potentially. And that hurts me because I got Pope and Trippier, but I've also got Wolf Zaha, so with any luck,
looking at all the games,
he scores and Trippier bent in 3 free
kicks.
kicks.
Many teams will get a clean sheet.
You reckon? I think this could be 0-0.
Could be.
Because Everton don't have the quality to score, and
is going to get sent off.
Everton don't have the quality to score, and Liverpool can't break them down yet. So, at the moment, I think a 0-0 draw is the most likely possibility.
Play again this time is not.
Hopefully not for the sake of stream. That's going to be a bit of a dark. But to be fair though, it's been 0-0 thus far, and it's been a very exciting game. So, I'm not worried.
Yeah, I think we could see. I'm surprised we've got. I can't believe we've got 28 minutes and we haven't seen a card yet, which I think whoever makes the next foul.
Taylor. Like Gomez arguably should have been booked for fouling Gray.
Yeah, that wasn't even a foul.
He doesn't even go.
Jordan's now made 2 in Taylor's eyes. Simicast has now made 2. Next person's going to be an unlucky customer.
It is the hardest thing to judge who Taylor's going to book because we don't know how his decision making is working.
I think it could be Tarkovsky, who maybe just pushes someone, hasn't made a foul all game. That says it all though. Liverpool dominating possession, but Everton had more chances, more opportunities.
Patterson, Iwobi,
I'm surprised.
Michaelenko, lot of space down this left hand side. Goes wider with Gordon. Gordon comes inside, plays the ball across. That's a little bit over everyone. He's got, yeah.
Again, I don't know why they.
Positive, but he's trying to force the ball.
I don't know why they've swapped back sides, Gray and Gordon.
I think Gray's a little bit. No, sorry, I think Gordon's better on the left where he can cut inside and use that right foot of his. And Gray is very 2-footed, but also very good at just directly running at anyone.
And
doesn't matter what flank he's playing.
Then
yeah.
That's cards.
I was going to say chances for fouls, chances for cards. I mean, both I do think can bring in fouls though, Gordon and Gray. We saw, didn't Everton have an arguable penalty shout last time they faced Liverpool? It was either not given.
It wasn't given.
Yeah, I was going to say it's either not given or it was scored and it was missed, but no, not given. Offside for Liverpool there. I think Trent was just not watching the line at all.
Yeah, he's miles off. Good call from the line.
Yeah, good off by a full foot.
Half an hour gone here though. No yellow cards, no goals. Haven't seen Salah.
Yeah.
Salah has gone missing. It's fair.
No yellows yet though. Yeah, no, stunning. No yellow cards yet. No Merseyside derby, and we're 30 minutes in. They're missing Rob on the left. Simicast isn't good enough. I think everyone in agreement that Simicast has struggled so far. But resting for Europe, interesting to see. Do you support the shirts you're wearing?
Yes.
Do indeed. I don't think anyone buys an Aston Villa shirt without supporting the club. I wouldn't personally buy a Premier League team's shirt and wear it of a team I don't support. Like for my obviously, for you that don't know, I want to buy a shirt with every different number on. I'm about 30 shirts into the collection, all the way up to 99, obviously. But if I was to buy like an Henry Arsenal shirt, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go around proudly wearing it.
Yeah.
But I would happily have it in my collection because it's a very nice shirt. But yeah, I'm not going to wear it. But yeah, I did pick up this nice Chelsea shirt the other day. It's quite nice.
Yes.
And then you've got your Villa shirt on. I still find it funny. If you're still wearing that by tomorrow, something mental has happened in the late game tonight.
It's not burnt on the fire.
Davies.
Oh,
good challenge from Gomez.
That's a big tackle from
Nana
Gordon,
goes out wide to Gray. Could have a shot.
He's
Doesn't.
Still at the ball. Go back. He's got to go out to Patson, surely.
This is what I'm saying about against
He's
Simmercast.
there we go.
Has gone to Patson.
Ball in.
That's brilliantly caught out by Fabinho. I was really hoping we were going to see an iconic pass. Patson's done really well to win it back there. Gets the ball in. Falls to Mopé. Davies! Oh my god, how's that not in?
Tom Davies at the post.
Just flex off the inside of the post, and Everton cannot believe that's not in.
So unlucky.
Wow.
This is great play from Patson to beat Carvalho. Superb determination. Gets the ball in.
Fantastic.
Falls to Mopé. Huge block from Van Dijk. Falls to Davies. Toe punch it on
side of the boot.
Oh.
In almost top corner. I cannot believe it's not
hit the
good.
intersection at the top of the bar, at the top of the corner. Top corner of the post and the bar.
Just so the Chelsea fans again. Yeah, we are both also Chelsea fans, but he likes Villa as well, and I'm a fan of Norwich and Luton, and he likes Lincoln, who are crap. But yeah, I cannot believe that's not a goal.
Teams this season,
We also have the return of a legend, Fish Kings.
Yeah,
Welcome back, great to see you. Wow, you're almost
mate.
at 1K. We certainly are. It's been a fantastic year. 825 subscribers now.
That's a poor ball.
Thanks to everyone who subscribed, and yeah, making our way towards the 1K. How did I get here? Dunno, Fish Kings.
It fell so nicely for Davies.
Click on the stream. I cannot believe that's not in. There's even Liverpool, Everton fans, celebrating it.
Oh, that looked destined to go in. Destined to go in.
Can't believe that's not in. Stunning.
What this is
what a miss. I'd argue that's more of just a pure unluckiness. I don't think that's a shocking miss from Davies.
From the angle
he had half a chance. He's almost converted
outside the boot toe punt. That's an absolute. That's a great joke. And
Trent now. Nunes. I can't really describe what he's just done to you.
This is what Liverpool
I don't know what word I used there.
Liverpool get lucky. That's not a foul. Yeah, throw. Nunes get that.
Okay. I was going to say love. Patterson uses.
Oh, that could have ended bad.
I was going to say.
That was me.
He's just been castrated by a corner flag. Wasn't an easy chance for Davies. No, not at all.
This has been all Everton. Liverpool are so lucky. This is what Liverpool do. They get so lucky.
Yeah.
That's a foul.
Fabinho pulls down Davies.
How many more does Anthony Taylor want?
I thought he was bringing out a yellow card though. He was just sorting out something on his shirt. Yep, sorry I forgot about that one.
Go away for Gordon to make a bad tackle first.
Everton looking a better team right now. 100% knick-knack. They look on top. They need to get a goal though while they're on top. They need to keep applying the pressure and they need to get a goal.
Oh, that's good from Mike. Oh, I couldn't get around Trent. Gordon, silly for you to get. Just no way for it. Oh,
pulls Gomez.
Again, it's another foul, no yellow cards. How many more?
In this game.
I think this is a record. 34 minutes into a Merseyside derby, we haven't seen a yellow card.
Yeah.
I really don't like the Dream League soccer app, the sideboards. It's really hurting my head, it's popping out of me.
What do you think of the argument that derbies are becoming less tense, I guess?
I don't know though.
Because the criticism before, I remember at the Manchester derby, was Roy Keane saying that it's a disgrace that the players are hugging after the game.
But I think that's because United last season were very good. But I think this season's different. This has been a good game. Chelsea-Tottenham, look at it. Chelsea-Tottenham.
There's not been as much animosity as you've seen in the past. I tell you what
changes it.
I do agree with the Chelsea.
What's the difference? Game. Anthony Taylor. Let's just put Anthony Taylor on all the derbies because shit kicks off.
Anthony Taylor's not really made anything happen here yet. But I mean, there wasn't anything in the first 35 minutes of Chelsea-Tottenham either, so you never know.
Get Anthony Taylor on the derby.
Anything could happen.
But I think if United are a competitive team this season, especially at Old Trafford, I think it could kick off.
I just don't think they will be competitive.
Yeah.
Haaland's probably going to mug off Varane and Martinez about 9 times.
I think United and Arsenal could get... The problem is, I also think, like, in terms of you look at the types of players, you haven't got your Roy Keanes, your Paul Scholes anymore, and you haven't got your Alex Ferguson who's going to get in someone. You haven't got your Arsene Wenger.
On that Manchester derby, do you think there's a single United player who gets in the City starting 11? I think maybe Casemiro. I don't think Varane gets in.
Casemiro maybe.
Casemiro, Rodri's a close battle. Even I'd argue right now Rodri, but
Anthony
overall it's hard to say. Sorry?
Anthony on the left.
No, Anthony just not getting. Maybe Sancho on the right,
Say,
but certainly not Anthony. I'd say Foden left, Sancho right, and then of course Haaland leads the line.
Biggest one or two maybe.
Yeah, maybe Casemiro, maybe Sancho, but yeah. And then an Arsenal United combined 11. I mean, I saw Goldbridge doing one. He put in seven United players. Not a chance. I think not even maybe Sancho over Saka.
Fabinho.
But even then, that's a hard one to argue.
In. Oh, didn't cleared away by Everton. Here they come again. Mope has not drawn a foul.
No, apparently not.
Is Joe Gomez just getting away with everything today?
I was just say very similar fouls both ways, but if it's a Liverpool player fouling an Everton player, it's not given. If it's an Everton player fouling a Liverpool player, it is given.
Right.
It's a foul. He has caught Carvalho, but it's very similar to the Gomez one a few seconds ago.
And this is what I mean, though. Onana's
it's his first of the game.
He hasn't done a thing, and he should have been booked. And he can't believe it. Oh, hang on, and turn the cameras round. There's people kicking off. We don't want to see a replay. There's people pushing each other.
Christ's sake. It's knee on knee.
It doesn't help. It's right in front of Taylor. And then Carvalho goes down screaming.
I am stunned by that from Taylor.
Turn the camera. There's people fighting each other like this. There we go. No. Oh, I hate BT. There's people in a huddle shouting things at each other.
The cut from the drama.
It didn't look. Oh, this does not look good for Carvalho.
Yeah, I mean it's a nasty bit of contact, but it's not a yellow card. It's not Onana's fault that they've banged knees. And Klopp can't believe it. Again, another midfielder goes uninjured. Could we see Artur introduced to this game very early? Yeah. He's caught him, but it's not a yellow card at all. I don't think it's... Yeah, a bit harsh to give a yellow. I agree with you there, Nick Nack. It's a foul, maybe. I agree with that.
Celtic 2, Rangers 0.
Wow, what a game. Watch Celtic versus Rangers. I'm quite content there's been a very good Merseyside derby. I can't believe that Rangers are getting torn apart so many. 2-0 already. Only 38 minutes, 40-ish minutes gone in that game, so... Yeah, 38 minutes gone here. Do you think we'll see a goal before half-time, or do you think we're going into the break all square?
I think we could go into the break all square.
Artur warming up now. I think we're going to see potentially...
This game for me has got like...
Carvalho ran into
we get 2 minutes of added time. Klopp's now getting a bit annoyed. I think 2 minutes at a time, I can see a foul, like a big tackle going in this like 46th, 47th minute, and it just kicks off.
Yeah, right, and continues down the tunnel and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But it's one of those like Willian versus Danny Rose Battle of the Bridge, where it's right in front of the touchline.
Yeah.
That's the worst ones, because the managers won't run across the whole pitch to go argue their point. But if it happens right in front of them, they're all going to kick off. And the two
and I can actually see what's
going
on
official today, Craig Pawson, referee Anthony Taylor.
Simicast.
Headed away, falls to Salah. Ball in.
Nunez.
Oh no, it's Nunez.
Nunez heads
over.
over.
I always think that you're doing person.
Why are we thinking that Simicast is going to head it? He's not, ever.
No, it's usually used to Lewis.
So someone's Simicast that tall.
I keep forgetting Nunez on the pitch. Again, another headed over from Nunez.
I mean, I still think he's been relatively ineffective, and given Firmino's form, it's very harsh to drop him here. Everton should be one up, arguably so. Tom Davies' chance, very...
Even the Gordon one where he's caught flat-footed.
Yeah, unlucky for that not to go
But one thing I say, Mope is doing exactly what he's here to do. Just bully the two centre-halves.
I mean, not even bully, he's just being a little...
He created the Gordon chance. He created the Davies chance.
Yeah.
Mope is doing exactly... Okay, well, that's not a different pick. That's why we need Aaron Ramsdale at the World Cup for a bit of distribution. And I think
Mope is a player that everyone wants playing for them, but never wants playing against them.
So he's one of those players you hate to play against.
It's like Diego Costa.
Yeah, you never want to play against Costa.
Or if he's playing for the other team. Right, at Chelsea, you loved him, but every other fan hated him, and that's I think why we loved him even more at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Such a shout. Yes, he could get himself sent off, but he almost
like
gave us. He also gave us some brilliant moments over the years. So, yeah. That's why I think Chelsea should have pushed for Rafinha, and that's why I wanted a Zaha. Yeah. We need a player that's going to be a bit of a shithouse. Everyone's a bit soft in our team. If you look at our front three,
Mount, Havertz, and Sterling, aren't we squaring up with someone defending their Havertz?
Sterling, but Havertz, he's not, is he?
No, but
he's squared up to Trent.
And obviously him and Yerry Mina just had a bit of
they just looked at each other's eyes.
Look into my eyes.
Realistically, yeah, Havertz has not thrown himself around.
Scary. I think he doesn't have the presence like Neil Maupay's height, like Costa. If Joe Costa comes marching towards you, you're a bit worried. I see Kai Havertz, you know.
Yeah.
Cameras fixed on Anthony Taylor as soon as the ball goes out of play.
3 attempts from Liverpool, nothing on target.
Firmino on the bench, he looks. I mean, we've asked him, I was furious. Because he's been replaced.
Jota returns to be amongst the substitutes. Firmino is now shouting at Jurgen Klopp, "Oi, get me on."
Oh, Firmino's going out for warm up.
Klopp unimpressed, presumably, what he's seen from Nunes so far.
I don't think we've seen any half-time change. We might be fair, Liverpool and poor.
I was going to say.
Could we see Artur? Maybe.
I don't imagine he'll bring him on unless there's an injury. I mean, early. Maybe we'll see him in the 70th minute.
I think Onana has got to be careful on a yellow card.
You also don't want to bring it. You also don't want to bring Artur unless it's of necessity. You don't want to bring him into a game which you're either losing or drawing.
Nunes has a go. Oh wow! Tipped onto the bar by Pickford.
Pickford's done fantastically there. Diaz now cuts inside.
Has a go.
Fires it against the post.
Wow! Double post hit for Liverpool.
And we've seen it. Everton couldn't believe it. Cannoned off the inside of the post and bounced out. The same for Liverpool. Nunes does brilliantly to turn it goalwards, and then Diaz here
curls onto the inside of the post again. Nunes chested down beautifully, and then on the volley.
Genuinely,
that's a great
what
hit.
Is wrong
with these?
It's a brilliant save. Tips it onto the top of the bar.
Because
if he pushes it forwards, Diaz finishes that. Yeah. So it's the way that Pickford's made that save.
Diaz is off the bar, off the post, the post, and out.
I mean, what is wrong with these posts at Everton?
Have they got the goal size difference?
Are they triangles?
That's now the post.
It's slapping off of them and coming out of mental angle.
That's 3 times that the post has been hit in half an hour.
They've got like octagon goal posts. They're not circular. They're just pinging off everywhere.
Super save, yeah. Massive save from Pickford. To be fair, I think Pickford can be a good goalkeeper. That's a phenomenal save.
To be fair, I say the post could even be the ball.
Yeah.
Could the new Nike ball not be able to come in off the post? We're denied of any. Yeah.
Or Everton just maybe that's why they're so good. They can see so little because their goals different.
Their goals are mental.
Well, they put like a magnet in the ball, and the ball's just attracted to the
right.
posts.
Equally, both their losses this season at Chelsea and Everton, both away, right? I know the Chelsea game was away. Was at home? Sorry, I meant both home
games.
Away
was.
Yeah.
I don't know how they lost that one, to be honest.
I guess Villa Park. Maybe they didn't have the magical goalpost. Maybe they brought the magical goalposts in after the Chelsea game. Trent inside Tarkowski arguably wouldn't have noticed the magical goalpost in action.
Because penalties are a bit harder to, because he's so close to the
goal. Of course.
Here's Diaz again. Plays passing the overlap, puts it back, headed out by Cody.
I was worried there.
Liverpool now starting to come into this game. Everton holding on.
I mean, Cats vs Chickens went up to the stream. The weirdest message we've ever had to introduce themselves, but welcome. Just a replay of that Diaz chance.
Wow.
Pickford watching on in horror as that looked like it was just going to clip off the post and go in. But yeah, fortunately for Everton, it's still 0-0. 45 minutes now on the clock. We'll have the additional time in just a moment.
Finds Van Dijk headed away by Cody.
Gordon heads down. Gray on the counter. Gordon driving forward. There's a chance here for Everton. Can he get past Gomez? No, Gomez pushes into the corner. We have got 2 minutes of additional time, by the way. Elliott now. driving the ball forwards. They've got a minute and a half to work with. Carvalho tries to bring it under control. Gives it to Salah. Well won by Michaelenko. It's with Mopé now. A lot of pressure from Fabinho. The pressure's too much. Mopé brought down. That was a foul.
Quick free kick taken.
Can Everton come forward? I mean, I've just seen Anthony Taylor hop over a football.
3-0 Celtic. Wow, that's getting embarrassing for Rangers.
Onana goes wide to Gordon. Back on this right. Puts the ball in. Just no one in there to meet it.
It's going to come to Michaelenko on this far side. Near side, sorry. Iwobi's got time. He gets it into Gray. Touch from Gray to Davies. Round the corner to
tries to find Mopé. It's a great challenge from Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Here we criticise for his defensive performances.
I'm going to have a quick look on that game on football. What on earth is happening there? I presume we're at Celtic Park, aren't we, from that old... There's no way that's just...
Yeah, it can't be at the Ibrox.
I forget. Celtic aren't one of the top 5 leagues. You have to actually...
What a tackle for Onana. Gordon. Nunes has done well to get back in there.
This will give Celtic a huge lead at the top of the table, won't it?
Touch from Cody. Can Everton find a goal towards the end of the half? No, they're going to knock it back. Patterson, Cody has 30 seconds to go. Tarkovsky.
A Abada double and a goal from Jota. Abada's the other winger.
Alright.
But yeah.
Cody. Patterson.
I mean, the Rangers keeps on a 4.9 rating on football, so he's obviously not had a blinder.
Yes, it's no.
In fact, he's 3-0 down, you probably tell that one, but...
This will be it though. Ball's back to Pickford with 5 seconds to go. He goes up the pitch. And right straight to the tunnel, really. And I'm expecting the half-time whistle now. Half-time.
Apparently, we've got some interesting half-time news here just on football. Apparently, Ronaldo could be moving to Fenerbahce.
Well,
that's interesting. Of course, it was presumed. It was presumed that when he obviously played on Thursday night and was in the squad and all that he would be staying at Manchester United. But of course, the Turkish Super League, as we saw with Batshuayi, their window ends a little later. So of course, Batshuayi, he was able to make his move later. He made his move yesterday, I believe, yesterday or today, something like that. Potentially, Ronaldo could do the same then. So I think Ronaldo move to Fenerbahce. What do you think of that, guys, in chat? I want to hear from you guys. Ronaldo to Fenerbahce, and of course, half-time stuff as well. We'll discuss that more in depth once Harry gets back. But I want to hear from you guys as well. What do you think of Ronaldo to Fenerbahce and the first half? And yeah, it's been a decent game so far. But Ronaldo to the Turkish Super League, or Fenerbahce in the Champions League. I'll have a quick look. I don't think they are. Fenerbahce, I guess Champions League. Because if they're not, that would be very confusing for Ronaldo to join them. No, they got knocked out in the qualifying round. So are they in Europa League then? Interesting. Presumably they are. I'll have a look. But yeah, if Fenerbahce are in the Europa League and Ronaldo joins them, weird question. Was Batman a loan deal? I don't know. Batshuayi. So for some reason, I either thought you meant Botman or the actual bloke who rocks around in a cave and stuff. No, Batman, I believe, was a permanent. Batshuayi, of course, not the superhero. I think Batshuayi was a permanent deal. I might be wrong. I hope it's a permanent. We need to get him out of the club. We've got too many players like him, like Drinkwater and Barkley. I know we've started to see some of them relieved of their contracts, but yeah, we need to be moving more of those players on. But yeah, Fenerbahce, I'm still trying to see whether they're in the Europa League before we get into any half-time stuff. Because Ronaldo Fenerbahce, that would be absolutely mental. But yeah, first half, Everton more than matched Liverpool, I'd argue. They probably should have scored with the Tom Davies chance. I guess you could say the same for Liverpool, though. The Diaz and Nunes chances, literally, well, obviously Nunes and then Diaz, but literally right at the end of that half, could have been goals for Liverpool. So both had chances that potentially should have gone in. Both have looked good in stages, bad in others, but I think Everton, as an overall, have played the better football, and I think they do look like they could get something from this. Either a draw, I think they could keep it at 0-0, or potentially even nick a point, but nick all the points. I do think Liverpool are going to come back with more firepower. We know they've got more off the bench. We could see Firmino brought into the action. as options. But yeah, welcome back, Harry. Fenerbahce, by the way, not in the Champions League. So if Ronaldo was to join them, does that not question somewhat his? Because obviously his reason for wanting to leave United was that they won't be playing Champions League and he wants Champions League. So does that not then question that? Welcome back. I can't ask my question because you're shoveling in sausage roll, but yeah, it's an interesting thing. Thanks, Ray. Sorry about my spelling though. No, I managed to work out that lawn deal was supposed to be loan deal. I thought you were actually talking about Batman there, or Botman.
Botman.
No, he was talking about Batshuayi. Batshuayi, who of course went to Fenerbahce yesterday. I believe that wasn't a permanent, not a loan deal. I might be. I will have a look. Yeah, I thought actually Batman. Yeah.
Robin.
Of course, that was his nickname.
Imagine a front two of Batman and Ronaldo.
It's an honour.
It was a permanent.
Let's have a look. Yeah, on a free transfer, thank God. I did think it was on a permanent, but then when I saw a headline and it didn't say the honour, it said the honour bit, but not a loan or permanent, so I had to click on to make sure. But yeah, right, I might go for a moment if you can just not eat your sausage roll for 30 seconds. But yeah. And we can discuss the first. Well, obviously you can discuss the first half with the people that are in chat. Lots to discuss back in just a moment.
Yes, guys. Hello, everyone. Make sure to make sure put your thoughts in the chat. Let me know what you thought of that first half. Good first half. It was a very good first half. Everton, better side. I think you have to say. They had the better chances. You know, I look at Gordon, caught flat-footed. If not, that could have been 1-0 early on. I look at the Tom Davies chance hitting the bar. He got very unlucky with that. That was a good effort. And I think they've looked really good, Everton. They're direct running. Gordon has had a great game. So's Damari Gray. And Neil Maupay looks superb. He's been fantastic so far today. He's created the two big chances. He's the shithouse. He's doing what we need him to do. He's doing what Everton need him to do. And he's doing what he's been asked to do. He's come in and he's just winding up the centre half, disrupting their rhythm, not letting them have time on the ball, and is disrupting the play, the rhythm, getting really stuck in, and it's worked superbly. Everton look very good. I think the only problem for them is Amadou Onana has had a good game, but he is on a yellow card, so they've got to be careful of that, because he cannot afford to have a foul. If not, he'll be off the pitch, and that will be a big problem for Everton if he does get sent off. I think defensively they've looked very solid, and they've got to keep doing what they're doing. Liverpool, on the opposite hand, need to turn it around. They have not been clinical enough. They've looked poor going forward. Obviously, they had the two chances at the end. Nunez's effort saved, magnificently saved onto the bar by Pickford, and then Diaz with the rebound hitting the post. But that was their best chance of the game. They've looked poor apart from that. Nunez heading wide, heading over. It's not been good enough for Liverpool. They need to be more clinical. And despite having the possession, they've not had chances. They're struggling to break down Everton. And you know, if they don't turn it around, I think the Toffees could take the lead into the second half. Even Stevens ready for me, yeah. You know, both teams have had the chances. As I said, Davies has hit the post. Diaz has hit the post. Both teams have had a couple of chances. Problems Everton need goal. Yeah, exactly. As much as Maupay has come in and as I said, he's done what he needs, disrupting the rhythm. He's not the clinical striker they need, and that's when they miss Calvert-Lewin. You know, because Calvert-Lewin put a ball in the box, he gets his head on it, puts it in. We know he's a very good finisher, Calvert-Lewin. That's the one thing Maupay lacks. But I do think if Maupay gets an opportunity, he might take it. I think he's a better up front than Gordon, and Gordon out wide, it's much, much better. Good game so far, yeah, definitely. Very good game so far, and we haven't seen a goal. Hopefully, in the next 45 minutes, we can see a goal. Very scrappy affair. We've seen a lot of fouls, a lot of free kicks given away, some very physical. We've only seen the one yellow card. It's not been great for Anthony Taylor. He hasn't had a howler, but it's a few decisions that haven't gone the right way or have gone the wrong way. I think it's a very physical game. I look for, hopefully we have a second half that has the same, maybe just a few more goals, but very good game so far, as you say, and yeah, hopefully expecting more. You've returned. Hello.
Hi guys.
Changes wise, maybe a Liverpool change. Could we see an Arthur into the game already? Could we see a Firmino brought on? A Milner, something to give Liverpool a bit more in this game. A bit more, a bit more defensive stability, or they want something more clinical going forward, something better going forward. They need more chances. You're off again.
Yeah, I need to scrap something.
All right. Everton wise, don't need to change a thing. As I said, just watch out for Onana on a yellow card. He's now in his head. He's got to remember that, and he's got to be very careful with his tackles and make good decisions. Apart from that, Everton have got to keep doing what they're doing. If I'm Frank Lampard, I'm very impressed with his team's performance so far. If I'm Jurgen Klopp, he'll want much, much better from Liverpool. But yeah, good game so far. We are a couple of minutes now away from the start of the second half. Hopefully, more of the same. Hello.
Right, I'm actually back now.
You've returned, yes. Yeah, if you want to run, I don't know what you want to say. I've said most everything, but...
Okay. You also set off my Samsung Assistant.
Oh. Whoops.
Just turn herself on at times. But yeah. Hello all. I did notice, by the way, when I was checking the stream, we're up to 826 subscribers, so I appreciate that a lot, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks whoever has subscribed. We're also on 33 votes in the poll in chat. 67% Liverpool. It's gone away now, but 21, I believe. Yeah, 21% Everton, and then 12% draw. It's a lot higher than at the start. It was about 80% Liverpool at kickoff. So yeah, that certainly has changed throughout the course of the game. And my favourite Danish side, FC Roskilde, quite the game over there. 4 goals in 14 minutes. They kicked off at 1.
The first, second half.
That would be good, wouldn't it? And yeah, I think players to highlight. Have you talked about Amadou Onana?
I did. I said he's been played very well, but he's got to be careful on that yellow card.
Yeah, he's a massive physical presence for Everton. Very good box to box, good going forward, good defensively, very strong in the challenge. Exciting player, it has to be said. I think he does add a lot to their midfield.
What I didn't talk about that deserves a shout out is Alex Iwobi.
Yeah, I think the way he's reinvented himself over the last year needs a shout out. The fact that he used to be a winger, and not a fantastic winger by any stretch, he's redeveloped himself into that ball-winning midfielder role. It's absolutely superb from Iwobi.
Because he still has those winger traits. He wins the ball deep and then drives.
Very calm in possession, good at driving that ball forward. It's exactly what they need in a ball-winning midfielder. And I think, yeah, he does just add a lot to that Everton midfield. I think as a 3, they work really nicely, but I do think you can get an improvement on Davies.
Definitely. Well, would that be an Alan?
I was going to say, they do have a land, don't they? Is he injured? I presume. And then I imagine the same for Abdoulaye Doucouré. If not, presumably they'd be in the side over a Tom Davies.
Definitely.
I do think once you've got either Abdoulaye Doucouré to be another... The problem is, Doucouré and Onana play very similar roles. You kind of don't want both on box to box. Alan's a little bit of a deeper player. Potentially you can have Doucouré and Onana on the same side, but I think then you have to take out Iwobi. But you just need Alan to be a little bit deeper. I think they have looked alright with the 3 they've got today, so maybe Doucouré in there instead of Davies would be absolutely fine. He's certainly not deep Davies.
The only criticism I can have of Everton is if they keep letting Luis Diaz cut inside on his right foot, they're going to regret it soon. He's got it a couple of times now. He's hit the post. Obviously,
he should have scored at the end of the half.
He's had a few chances, but if they keep letting him do that, one of them is going to curl into that top corner.
Yeah, exactly. I do think they've done well though at keeping Liverpool quiet so far. Of course, you could argue they should have done more to keep Diaz quiet, as you say, but equally they have done well at keeping Nunes. I mean, I've not seen him until the end of the half. He did really well. And Salah's been relatively quiet as well, though he has struggled to make an impact this season.
I don't do that Salah in my fantasy team. I've still got him, but he's like the 4th highest
point scorer. He does regularly get at least a contribution. I know he did nothing against Bournemouth in their 9-0,
I think I'm forgetting all the start.
He did get 2 assists
against
Newcastle. I don't think he's a massive worry, but equally, and you've got Haaland now as your captain, so that's some guaranteed points. I don't think Salah's a massive problem. The problem is he is so expensive. Is he bringing enough points to merit that? You have to look at your fantasy team over time to decide
the only
that.
player I would consider bringing him in because with that kind of money.
But you've got Diaz, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've already got Son, so you've got money.
Yeah.
As
I was saying, that's why I'm saying money around. If I'm going to get Salah, the only player to replace him with is Sterling, and right now that does not seem like there's no to do that just yet.
Sterling 3 goals in his last 2. If he's to score again today, he's got to be on people's watch list.
Oh yeah. If Salah doesn't get anything, maybe.
Maybe that is a change that happens in the next few weeks.
Also, I'm not making my changes until after the Champions League in case of injuries and things like that.
Yes, of course. And that will come on our Thursday show.
My FPL
show on Thursday.
What's it called?
UCL, FPL, I guess. I don't know. That's
fancy League,
it's just called the UCL Fantasy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's UCL.
And that video will be out on Monday. We need to record that tomorrow. But yeah, if you want to join our UCL Fantasy League, I actually need to. I did start making my team. It's not finished. I need to find the code. I'll find it. I'll work it all out later, but I might try and find it now in case anyone wants to join. But yeah, there'll be a post about that on the YouTube community. Hopefully tonight. I do need to make sure that because I don't know if the leagues renew like they do in FPL. I'll have a look now. But in the meantime, keep everyone entertained, Harry. Anything else to talk about at the end of this half?
Not really. Around the kick-off, I think it'll be interesting what happens. I think we'll see an improvement from Liverpool if whether Everton can rise to that and keep playing the way they're playing.
Yeah.
Because I think Everton done superbly. They're coming out of this really small tunnel.
I don't think you can choose to reactivate the league. Interestingly, we had 7 people asked to join the league, rejoin the league, but then no one actually joins the league automatically.
Firmino,
I think. I don't know.
Roberto Firmino is coming on. Is it for Darwin Núñez? My guess would be yes, but we'll see. He's having a coffee. I'm guessing that's not a coffee in that coffee cup. I highly doubt he's had a coffee.
It could be a caffeine-based drink, but beverage. I doubt it's going to be just a
Carvalho.
Okay, so this switches to a 4-2-4. Or Salah into midfield, or Firmino in midfield.
Maybe.
It's a role that he can do.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was more of an attacking midfielder until he came to Liverpool and was used more as a false 9, but he's not played that role for a few years. Could be interesting to see how he gets on today. Will be interested to see how this develops throughout the second half. Keep a close eye on Roberto Firmino. Been in amongst the goals recently. Obviously, he's playing in that forward role, but with Núñez back, could be a little deeper. It does look like actually it will be a 4-2-4. That is very interesting. Actually, no. I think it will be a 4-3-3. Firmino is very high here. Maybe they're just implying, intending to apply the press. They're not done that successfully though, as Everton get this second half started very quickly. Damari Gray brings it down nicely, gives it back to Davies. Mope tries to flick around the corner. Liverpool very compact to the back early in the second half though, and they're alright. And that is a poor distribution from Alisson. Tsimikas has just kept it on the pitch just about, but yeah, no, giving Tsimikas a lot to do there. And Cody is caught out by Núñez, but it is handball. Good battle there, I think, could emerge if they do switch to a 2. It seems that way. This is looking like a 4-2-4. Very, very aggressive change there from Jurgen Klopp. You'd presume that's until they get a goal and then maybe Firmino sits a little deeper, but very aggressive.
I think they don't get a goal and they concede, then they're in big trouble.
I was going to say, yeah. If Everton now, with the more open midfield of Liverpool, I mean, they've been dominating the midfield anyway, but now they should be quite easy to run through, especially since Elliott is hardly a DM. More of a winger who can do a job in middle midfield. Oh, and then Gray here now. Tries to slot through Mope, it's cut out by Frank. Yeah. And now Tsimikas bringing it forward. Goes out wide to Diaz. Diaz against Patterson. Patterson just needs to stay on his feet. Núñez. The shot's not good enough. Diaz keeps in. No. Given. Seemingly not.
Goal kick.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see how quickly Liverpool can turn on that counter-attack immediately. Tsimikas, booming forward, gives it to Diaz. Diaz looking very dangerous. And I was worried Patterson would lunge in, but he did stand his ground. Very mature for a guy of his young age.
Try to give offside it then?
No. I think it did just go off the pitch. Yeah, Núñez scuffs it wide. Diaz tries to keep it on, but Diaz is also off the pitch.
Goal kick. And Cody.
Gives it to Patterson. Davies. That's problematic for Fabinho. just too slow with it. And now Tsimikas, can he get a ball in? He's sent Patterson.
Cody gets it out.
Yeah.
Level throw.
Kind of on the back foot now, Everton. A little too lethargic. I think obviously Liverpool were allowing them that time and that space, but now with 2 up front, they've not got as much time on the ball. And with Diaz on this wing now, rather than kind of operating in that weird attacking mid/striker role, is a lot more dangerous. Nunes. Tsimikas. Goes back to Van Dijk. He goes across to Gomez. Gomez sends it all the way across to Trent. A complete switch to the play. Tries to find Salah. Can't find Salah. Well cut out by Tarkowski. Onana has the ball. He manages to get it to Davies. Van Dijk cuts it out. Brilliant header from him. And now Liverpool could counter once again. Firmino goes to Salah. Salah's going to run at Michaelenko. Slots in Firmino. Finds Nunes. Blocked well. Tsimikas.
I think that was the problem with Nunes and Diaz sorting there. Because I think that's Diaz at the back post. He might have curled at that top corner.
Michaelenko does just kick something on it. Elliott puts it back in there.
Tsimikas back post.
Should do something. Oh my god. He's glazed it right over. Wow.
I think he's just put it onto the top.
I don't know if glaze is the right word, but I don't think it does touch the bar. I think it's gone straight over. Elliott puts it back in the area here. Firmino should get it.
Oh no, that is horrific.
Completely misses the goal. It's an open goal for Tsimikas. The back post doesn't even do that. Seems to be low and hard.
Big miss from Tsimikas.
And he's absolutely. I mean, there was a lot of players rushing across goal for Everton there, but if you just hit it hard, there's a chance. Oh, not. Yeah, okay, he did hit it hard, didn't it? Too hard, but low and hard. Keep it down.
Tsimikas had a rough game. Really tough game.
I mean, he's been torn apart by whatever winger he faces, and that was a big miss. A big miss from Kostas Tsimikas.
Pickford, Iwobi's missed it. Davies sweeps up, but Firmino surely found
a little aggressive, but deemed to be within the laws of the game.
Oh, and Davies has jumped it. He's very lucky he's got the ball there.
So I think it's a fair challenge.
I'm saying, but if he misses the ball there, he's off.
Yeah, of course. If you.
And then Tom Davies, there's a very big chance he would mess up. But here's Iwobi. Oh, Mope. Oh.
Tries the red kick, and I don't mind it.
I think Iwobi had the room there to cut in on his left foot and hit it.
Potentially. I mean, I don't mind it.
You look here, he's got so much space to drive into there. Van Dijk's miles off him, don't mind that from.
I was going to say, if that goes in, he is a legend on his debut.
Goal of the year. Puskas.
Yeah. Maybe so.
I don't think quite.
At least the Everton Puskas. The Duncan Ferguson Goal of the Year award.
He would though, wouldn't he? He'd watch a 50-yard halfway line belter and
from literally anyone else, but he just gives it to Mope. No, I presume the Duncan Ferguson Goal of the Year award would go to would only be clubs that Duncan Ferguson played for.
Yeah.
Everton fans are laughing at Salah.
I know lines like, mate, attach your foot, stop laughing at me.
Can we see a replay? I'm intrigued now, because if Salah has actually kicked it off, or if it was Michaelenko.
Yeah, I love how they all stand up to cheer or moan every decision. It's great, man. Michaelenko throws long.
That interactivity from the audience, that's what we want to see from you guys. So get involved. Good game so far.
Trent
Agreed, Chelsea fan.
Well brought down from Gray.
Can't wriggle himself out of there. Just try and get the ball forward a little.
Power play by Onana. Opening 5 minutes.
Been very impressed with Amadou Onana so far. Not just this game, but his season as a whole. I mean, Villa was up and down. He got own goal and then scored up the other end. So. No, it wasn't own goal, was it?
No.
Gave away possession cheaply or something like that. Pretty much gave away a goal and then scored. But
he set up Luca Digne's own goal.
Yeah, sorry, he didn't score.
Pass. Oh, sorry, yeah, there's Patterson. That's nice. Tarkowski.
Is that a foul from Gomez? Apparently not, according to Tate.
I swear.
I don't even know what Tate did that. Yeah. I think he was trying to play basketball, just doing this. What's he on?
I think he's just letting Joe Gomez get away with anything, to be honest.
I mean, Murphy's pushing into him, but then that is definitely a foul from Joe Gomez. He just grabs him by the neck, but...
Diaz.
Sure.
He's going to cut in. They're going to let him cut in.
Has to come back, though. I mean... Tom Davies then falls over. Oh, that's brilliant from Tom Davies to block the cross coming in. I don't think he knows too much about it. He's trying to block one, going low and whacked him in the head.
Worked.
And it's not gone in the box, but it will go in the box now, presumably from the corner.
Depends what the delivery's like. from Trent. The corner
usually
not taken very quickly. It's taken rather slowly.
I was going to say, the slowest corner ever. Simicast, though, puts the ball in. Doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Your joke doesn't work. Trent just kicks it directly off in the air. Pickford has no problems claiming that.
And
He's going to kick it along. Great distribution. Can Iwobi get there ahead of Trent? No, it's out of play.
Iwobi is not a flash.
It's good distribution in terms of getting up there, not in terms of retaining possession.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at least there's no longer pressure on
They
Everton.
can now box Liverpool in here and win the ball back. It's worked a treat. But
actually, so they look at, and obviously Liverpool now light on midfield numbers, taking a man out of that.
How far do you want to come forward? How far do you want to come forward?
I was going to say the same protest from those Everton fans. Onana plays it out.
He's still walking forward.
No, that to be fair, it's behind where the ball went out there. So
I wasn't looking at the ball out.
Made up for it. Salah
gets it in there to Cody. Oh, he's playing. Good save from Pickford. It was straight out.
Nunes catches that very sweetly, just not enough power or right direction. Yeah. Iwobi, Onana touches and great. Fabinho wins it, and then Davies. Stern challenge on Firmino and he's won the ball and put it out of play there.
You've got to watch himself on a yellow card.
Yeah, you do not want to pick up a red because that could
even get booked for a follow.
I mean, that changes the balance and. I mean, yeah, Nunes catches that very, very sweetly on the volley, but not enough power, not enough venom, and not enough accuracy. Straight out Pickford, easy-ish save. Diaz to Fabinho, into Firmino, back to Fabinho, goes out wide. Costas Simicast. Ball in, well cleared by Cody.
I think it's just hit him in the head.
I was going to say, don't think he knew too much about it, but it was a good clearance.
It was very good.
Nonetheless.
Everton fans were offside. It was perfectly on. Ball in, probably headed away by Cody. Liverpool corner.
It looked like it, yeah.
It's been a marked improvement from Liverpool.
I mean, he's firmed it very well there, Cody, because that ball was absolutely whipped at his head.
Cody.
What a unit.
Trent corner, they saw Simicast corner last time. They've gone for the inswing on
the topic
Trent.
of Connor Cody in a minute when this.
Also down by Salah, but only to Mope. Mope has beaten.
Tries to get it past. Elliot hasn't quite come off, and that's all the way back with Hassan. I was going to say, on the topic of Cody, Wolves quite the culling at the back this year. If you look at their defensive changes of Willy Bolly, left to join Forest on deadline day. Roman Saiss allowed to leave on a free and has started what can be described as the best Premier League X11 at Besiktas, where they have Wout Weghorst, Dele Alli, Georges Nkunku, the ex-Tottenham, I believe, winger. They've got Roman Saiss there. It's just such a strange 11, but yeah.
As you said, Dendonk, they've let go Dendonk.
Dendonk has gone as well. And they've only brought in Nat Collins.
And they've got Collins, Kilman.
Yerson Mosquera, is he a centre-half?
I don't know. It's just a guy on a game now warming up for Everton. Obviously, he returned to the club on deadline day.
Quite the culling at Wolves this year.
Pickford goes along, that's gone out of play, surely.
No.
To Gordon, who heads it onto Mope, who
tries to find Davies. Does find Davies. He's struggling to really bring it down. But then he loses it. Harvey Elliott loses it. Iwobi tries to force the ball again. Has now fallen to Iwobi. Has a shot. Oh my god! If that goes in, scenes in the studio. Alex Iwobi, get him on the wall.
Genuinely, here.
Picture of the goal. No, maybe not right there, but there's a decent spot there for Alex Iwobi's goal.
I'll just get a little picture of him in the column.
Yeah, just like a little playing card or something of Alex Iwobi.
Panini sticker of Alex Iwobi.
Find one.
I think because the problem was the goal was off camera, so we didn't know where the goal was. So we thought that was
a brilliant video. Opening Panini stickers until we get Alex Iwobi.
We'll be here. We'll be here. Or
we spent $1,000 on stickers and we still don't get it.
We sit down and record it. We get him in the first minute.
Yeah.
And the video we done.
Yeah.
We have to read.
And no one would believe it.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, it's Messi, Diaz. Was he
certainly not Messi. Are you still at PSG?
I think the whole play was Messi. He was here in Niner and Diaz. They were on the floor. There's
been 3-0 scorelines in the last 10 Premier League Merseyside derbies. Well, I think that's going to become 4 in the last 10. Obviously, depending on how they fit in the last 10.
They've seen Simicast's performance. They're stripping him off. They saw Elliott lose the ball. They're probably taking him off as well. Robertson and Milner are going to enter the field in a few moments' time.
Tarkowski.
Patterson.
Oh, sorry, Patterson. I don't know why I thought
Cody,
that Tarkovsky would be... He's gone out for a corner. Patterson's, I mean, that's kind of got to be his fault. He's absolutely fizzed it back in. Lampard not impressed.
3-0 scoreline. I think it could be 4. Maybe not this.
But I wouldn't mind that.
This could be Simicast's last contribution.
Points being taken away from Liverpool, I don't mind. Gives Chelsea a chance to catch back up with a win later today. Well, actually, in about an hour and 15.
Does Robbo get the clean sheet point if he comes on before the 60th minute?
No.
Good. I was just checking.
You have to play 60 minutes and start, I presume. I don't think you can come on in the 30th.
Right, yeah,
Robbo is now coming on.
Sadly for Simicast, and my guess is Harvey Elliott. So yeah, Robbo on for Simicast.
And you don't get two points if you come on in like the 27th minute or so.
Today.
I mean, it's a shocking performance.
Can't believe it. Yeah, he's not had a good game.
Might as well have been. He's contributed negatively. I don't think Klopp's going to be buzzing. So Trent and Simicast off. Trent's not made the 60th minute. No clean sheet and no second point. So anyone that's got Trent Alexander-Arnold in their fantasy team, just the 1 point.
Wow, that's big.
Subbed off after 58 minutes.
Him,
if they'd waited 3 minutes, everyone that has Trent
oh my god, would
get 6 points. But instead 1 point.
Thank you, Klopp.
Maybe that's what Klopp's thinking.
Yeah.
He's in my team. He knows we need to help him out.
Rested for midweek. Your team is helping out. That's in my team. Well, it's great. To Gordon.
No, but
that's great.
I've had a tough start of the year.
Oh, it's come out of nowhere.
The guy who's top of one of my other leagues, I know he's got Trent, Diaz, Salah. If this game was to end this way...
Anyone got Trent in the chat?
Absolute scenes, yeah. No clean sheet for Trent, what? Yeah, seemingly so. Nick Nack's furious. Yeah, he's not got to the 60th minute.
Boy, just a guy Gay is coming on
subbed off. Team news for Chelsea will be out soon, of course. Yeah, 15
minutes, all 3 o'clock.
We're talking about that one then. I swear to God, if Havertz and Mount are starting, tears.
Obviously, looking through my FPL team as well. I want to see who's playing.
It's a shame we don't have a.
That's a great knock from Pickford.
It's a shame we don't have a VPN or we live in America. So we could have. I think you can watch the 3 o'clocks, can't you, in America?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Iwobi. Davies.
I don't ever want to watch the Chelsea 3 o'clock. I'm worried. I'd rather Paul Merson describe it to me.
Still Gordon.
He's the pain.
Still Gordon.
Gets it in there, man. Like gets it gone.
I think it's with Towers and Ron Milner. Gordon's just going to take him to the cleaners.
I mean, he would have took Trent to the cleaners anyway, but.
Yeah, I know, but Milner's got a bit of experience, yes, but his pace. But again, had to.
Yeah, but he took him all the way to the byline. Yeah, Milner's done exactly what he needed to do there, though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he's not baiting for pace. He needs to.
If Van Dijk's not there, that's probably a goal.
Yeah, Gordon had the initial burst passing, but Milner did exactly what he needed
Cody,
to do.
You've got Tarkovsky, you've got Onana, you've got Mo.
I was going to say, I'd be targeting Onana rather than a Cody or Tarkovsky, that they can both head it. I was going to say, that's a shocking delivery. He has gone out for a goal kick.
5 starts.
Fantastic.
That's not going to be happening.
There might be some league somewhere.
Here comes just gone again. He's second Davey forever.
Have a look on Twitter, of course. That's where everyone gets all their information.
Tom Davies coming off. Yeah, that's probably the right change. He had a good game today, Tom Davies. Here's the BT highlighting his big chance that he got very unlucky with.
So he's coming on for him?
Just gone again.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, I know.
Of course, we're talking about who adds to that midfield. This is exactly what they need. Yes, I know Alan and Decore will be...
Number 27 for number 26.
Will be players that will add to the midfield, but I'd argue Gay is probably their best midfielder now.
Round Stanley Ovation for his return.
Gay sits a little deeper. Onana and Iwobi give him a little bit more creative license. I think eventually you put Decore in ahead of Iwobi. Alan's going to struggle for minutes now, maybe. Yeah. Though I think you can play Alan and Gay, especially in a game like that. That's a lot of defensive stability.
Form, really, because they've got so many good midfielders. We come who's playing the back.
It's a brilliant midfield now for Everton. And we talk about Everton going down, but they have got a decent side now. I think they do still lack a striker, and that's a massive problem because a game like today, I think Richarlison wins this for him.
Maybe.
Or gets sent off.
Even can't learn.
I don't think Calvert-Lewin's as good as Richarlison. I don't think Calvert-Lewin's as good as many people think he is either. Maybe that's because he's so injury prone. I've not seen him enough, but
yeah, I think he's a good finisher though.
It's been about 2 years since he's got any consecutive games.
Got to cut it back. He goes to another.
Patterson.
Oh my God!
I thought that was going in. What a time to score his first Everton goal.
Because obviously Alisson went the other way.
Wow.
Hit the Van Dijk, went the other way. That's gone just past face. Corner.
Yeah, so Gordon brings it down brilliantly.
I thought it was a bad decision for him to take it off Onana, but he did.
He burst through, backed himself, and Van Dijk blocking with his arse.
That would have forced a good save out of Alisson if Van Dijk.
And potentially knocking it down to Mopé.
Yeah.
Or Damari Gray, both sit in the area. Speaking of,
he's on the corner.
Love it. Ball in.
Ball in.
For that second corner. It's a goodish delivery. Can anyone meet it? No.
Onana I couldn't get there. Oh, Gordon's.
That's a great delivery to be fair to Gray. Unfortunately, not going to meet it. Michaelenko heads it down. Milner now brings it under control. Tries to get it forward. Patterson can't beat Diaz to the header. Nunez can't get it across.
Still Nunez.
Firmino. Can he get a shot away? He doesn't. It's a brilliant save out of Jordan Pickford.
Anyone picked from their fancy team right now has got getting save points.
And clean sheet points for a change.
So
I mean, their first clean sheet of the season.
So far, still 27 minutes to go.
Fair enough. A long way to go.
That's a big save from JP.
If they can hold on though.
And this is what I mean.
JP sauce, mate.
Big games like this, Pickford's proving that he is worthy of that England #1 spot. Robbo on the corner.
Yeah, I don't.
Headed,
what a save again.
To deny Firmino again.
Firmino's furious.
I was about to say, could Robbo's corners be the difference? What a ball that is. What a header from Firmino. What a save from Pickford.
Yeah. It's
and
right.
He carries it up.
Yes, it's kind of right at him, but it is a very powerful header, and it's not right at him, it's just above him.
He parries it up, so there's no rebound.
Milner. Nunez heads it back across the area. Tarkovsky gets there. Nunez back in.
Again. Fabinho has a go.
Oh, what a save again!
Jordan Pickford is fantastic.
Though he is furious at his defenders, they want him to get it gone.
Jordan Pickford is an
and the Liverpool players can't believe it's not in.
What a save this is again.
Sorry, I was getting Van Dijk and Nunez mixed up.
This one wasn't but he started to get down to the ball and parry it out again.
Tarkovsky almost put it stuck it past.
Pickford does. He doesn't parry it out for rebounds. He parries it out for corners and out for throws.
Another corner though. Liverpool going to pile on yet more pressure. It's a good delivery. Van Dijk can't get there. And Onana is going to be calm under pressure. Gray gets past Milner. There's a chance for a counter now. Salah absolutely getting back here.
He's got to go back post if he can. He goes to
Mopé.
Oh,
what a save! Alisson with a fantastic save.
If not, keeping heroics.
That's got to be a goal.
Nothing. Mopé can't.
Wow. Everton on the counter. Mopé brings it to control. What a chance to get your first goal for the club. This is a brilliant save out of Alisson.
Wow. This is what a game.
I mean, arguably he needs to wait for Sam to make the dive, put it right, but
this is end to end.
Wow, I cannot believe that's not in.
Ball in from Gray.
Right
on the keeper.
Oh my God, Alisson.
He's had to parry it out for.
What a game this is at the moment. Milner gets it up the line.
End-to-end stuff here.
Michaelenko back to Pickford, almost sends it past Jordan Pickford, but he does manage to recover back. Everton now.
Mobo's take a touch there to set himself.
25 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just has to hit it.
It's hard to tell. It's one of those decisions where I don't know. My head's scrambled.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I think is what you're trying to say there, not just do.
I don't know.
You never know.
I don't know if it helped him hitting the first time. If it helped him taking the other touch.
The touch allowed Alisson to ready himself for it.
Yeah, very true.
And Mopé taking the touch, it was almost a bad thing that it allowed him to take his time to try and place it. If he just fires it a goal, you don't know where that's going.
But then would he just hit it at the sliding Van Dijk along the floor?
It wasn't Van Dijk. It was Salah. I wouldn't be too worried if it's Salah.
Yeah, Chelsea, what a game this is. End-to-end stuff.
And you're saying we should watch the Old Firm derby where Celtic are just tearing Rangers a new one.
Triple H said that. But this has been an absolute cracker of a game. The one thing it's lacked is goals. Here's Onana, one back by Gay, superbly flicked through by.
Let's try and get some statistics. I want to see possession. So 62% Liverpool, 38% Everton.
Look at XG though.
Yeah,
very close.
Higher XG for Everton. I mean, it's very marginal.
Onana, what a tackle, and he's done superbly.
He's furious that that's not a goal kick.
But he's done well there because he misjudged that tackle. He's off.
It does come off him, so I don't really know why. Don't think you can have any complaints.
I think he's just really happy he's made a superb tackle.
That's a fantastic tackle. I think he's hoping he can sway the useless ref. That's probably what he's thinking.
24 minutes to go. 24 minutes, hopefully.
Belgian, isn't he, Amadou Onana?
Yeah. One thing I don't want to happen now.
Gives him a fantastic option for the future.
Robertson's corner. Ball in. Van Dijk heads it across. Nunes. It's well on back by Gordon. Here comes Everton again.
Gordon's done very well. He's got Mopay to his right. He's got Gay to his left. Yeah.
Mopay.
Goes back to Gordon.
It's a little bit. He's won a corner. Gordon's done the right thing. They had no options.
Yeah. I mean, this is a weird time to mention it, but Belgium, they've had their last golden generation, but do they now have another one dawning with
very
likes
likely.
One
thing I don't want to happen is I either want Everton to score or no goals yet, because I think that was, if Liverpool score, it will kill the game. We'll lose all the momentum and the energy. If Everton score, ramps up massively. If there's no goals, it stays the same.
I'd rather watch the Championship than Scottish football, 100%.
Definitely.
I think the quality of the Championship is a lot higher than Scottish football.
Burnley is much better than Celtic.
There's not a chance. I think people often argue how would Celtic and Rangers fare in the English leagues. I think they'd both, with the budget they're investing, I think they'd both be mid-table.
Grade the ball in.
Or
chest down my
moped. It's in! They have scored! Everton have scored, and it's Conor Cody against his former club!
Wow! Conor Cody is 1-0 Everton.
A Liverpool youth player has scored against the side that brought him into football. It's his first goal for Everton, and what a time to get it in the 68th minute.
That is
and the Liverpool players trying to just drum up a bit of character now. They're going to need it, because Everton have scored against Liverpool. Could this be their first win against Liverpool for donkey's years?
It's a Mopay.
Surely.
Again, Mopay.
When's the last time they beat them?
Mopay just being the little rat he is. He's just waiting at the back post behind Van Dijk. The ball goes to him. He chests it down. He stops. Oh, Cody's off. Well, Cody's offside.
I'm looking anyway.
Yeah, Nick Natty's onside. Yeah, no. Oh no, just give us a VAR check. He's moving. It's going to go to VAR. It's going to be close.
Oh,
it's going to be really close. I don't know if he actually has to touch that. I think that hit the post, and whether it would have gone in or not, or no, in these goal posts it wouldn't have. Yeah. Oh my God, this is close.
To be fair, the last time that Everton won the Merseyside derby was in February 2021.
Wow. That is mentally close.
I think they're arguing potentially here. Because obviously you've got two things. You've got marginal offside is now a thing, and does that come off James Milner?
I think they're going to check it touches Milner first, and then they'll get the lines out. Peter Walton, go away.
He could be saying anything we don't know.
Yeah, he's probably wrong.
I think he's on.
Is it his shoulder? If it's his foot, he's on. If it's his shoulder ahead of his foot. If his shoulders. This is so close. I think they're going to give it. It's that close. This should be onside.
I think if the marginal offside thing comes, his shoulder rules him off.
Oh, his shoulder, yeah. Oh well, no, offside. Yeah, I called it. I thought so.
The angle outside of always looks like he's off, but it's his shoulders ruled him out there, and that is so gutting for Everton.
Now.
Relief for Liverpool, and now the fact that they've not conceded against Everton and they're doing wanker signs and they're celebrating like they've won the World Cup shows the situation they're in at the moment, isn't it?
That is so lucky. But again, it's Mopay. That's what Mopay's going to do. Is fantastic.
Yeah. I'm gutting for Everton, isn't it?
But Everton have got to dig now because they can't lose concentration.
By the way, I didn't realise the last time Everton beat them was February 2021. Literally, this time a year ago.
Wow.
No, not this time a year ago. Sorry, 18 months ago. But what a win this would have been for Everton to potentially rise them up the league. I mean, Lampard
still 19 minutes to go.
Frustrated by that,
now,
I would be.
Either Everton react and they do what they've just done,
offside.
but onside, or they're going to convict. Yeah, this could be close.
Yeah, they're having to remove things that Everton fans have thrown on the pitch, and Everton fans have responded by throwing more things.
This is now that's getting silly. There's no need to throw things.
No. Alisson kicks it long. Firmino. Nunes, it's a big challenge. Nunes on the ground, but it's not been given by the ref. Robbo can't keep it on, and then Patterson's just smashed it at Robbo. The problem is, Taylor's too busy arguing with Nunes that he's not paying attention to the rest of the game.
Now, this is where this game gets feisty.
It's also getting out of control. I mean, he's barely touched him there. And
Everton,
Nunes.
the team are annoyed.
Let's have a look. It's a clash of foots. Come on, mate, you're playing football.
Yeah, get on with it. Big man like you should be.
Nunes has spent his whole career at the
it
Premier
hurts,
League.
mate. You just smacked it 3 times.
It doesn't hurt. He's fine, evidently.
Doesn't
Nobody goes, oh, I'm in so much pain.
Look,
Let me
this really hurt me.
Doctor asks, where's that? You just
Stop
smack.
punching your shoulder, dislocated shoulder.
What did you just call it? A discolated.
Dislocated shoulder.
Van Dijk. Onana can't win the header. Garner. Oh, this is beautiful football from Everton. It's liquid.
Oh.
Damari Gray loses the ball to Fabinho. A big challenge. Michaelenko goes up, loses the header to Milner. Milner tries to release Salah. But it's a huge challenge from James Tarkovsky.
Liverpool might win. Now they might. Line-ups are
could
all
go
out
either
in 3
way.
o'clocks.
Oh, shall have a look.
Hey, have a look.
Actually, I can do it on here, can't I?
As I say.
Be easier.
Yeah.
Already got foot mob up.
But we've got sort of 17 minutes to go.
Focus on the one I care about.
Yeah.
Also, apparently the Chelsea game's on Sky, according to Foot Mob. It's not, is it?
Can't.
It's a 3 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, it's not on Sky.
Okay, Mount retains his place, but Breuer starts.
Come on.
Fofana does make his first start. He joins Silver and Cooper family.
It's...
Look, hopefully we'll be alright.
Oh, no,
We've got Fofana now.
Great. He's come inside.
We don't exactly have many other options.
Switches it to Gordon, doesn't have the legs, but it's going to fall to Iwobi. He then gets it to Gordon.
It's a massive challenge from Gomez out for a throw.
This is
But
mental.
big news, Breuer makes his first start. Mount retains his place. Mendy still between the sticks. Fofana first start for Chelsea. Bog standard. No Scamacca. Kehra's still there. Mate, Breuer might absolutely ruin him today, hopefully.
We'll check the other lineups.
So then, hang on, Football says Breuer's a substitute. I think that might be a predicted lineup. Let's have a look. It's... Hang on. Yeah, that was a predicted lineup. Ignore everything I've just said.
Predict lineup, stop. Yeah, no.
3-5-2. Pulisic and Sterling up front. Gallagher starts in a 3 with Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek. I mean, it's bold, but the fact that Breuer can't get a start stuns me.
I know. Well,
very interesting.
Yeah, same back three.
Could it even be Loftus-Cheek starting up front?
Said maybe.
I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility. I don't think he'd start a CG Cover pivot. So maybe it's a 3. I imagine it is a 3. I'm getting a lot of notifications about lineups. Let me have a look at some of the other lineups. Brentford Leeds. It's your normal Brentford lineup by the looks of it.
Harrison start and Rico Henry and Tony.
No, none of the players you mentioned. Yeah, they will start.
Don't they?
As for the Newcastle Palace game, just go check that. Yeah, Trippier, Pope, and Zaha.
Firmino ball in. It's going to go
Isak makes another start, of course. They haven't got another striker really. Your box down a back four for Palace.
Joel Matip.
There's a lot of games to go for. Tottenham, Richarlison first start. Son remains in the team though.
Perisic?
Nope, Sessegnon. Yeah, so Longley first start though, so that's exciting. So Sung Young and Emerson.
Chelsea fan.
Wing backs.
We've got a back Tuchel. See what happens. If we win today, don't we? Oh, you know, it's worth.
I don't think it's a terrible front two.
That's a silly tackle away from Van Dijk.
But I am absolutely stunned by the decision to play. What's his face? Pulisic. Why is Pulisic starting and not Breuer? We're playing a 2 up front.
That's nasty from Van Dijk.
Yeah. I don't think he mean. Oh, maybe he does.
I'm sorry.
Maybe it should be a yellow.
It is a yellow.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay, fine then.
Like, he stabbed
red.
On him, man. Yeah, I mean, no. I'm surprised Taylor didn't. Taylor loves a good old red card.
No Scamacca not on the bench.
Hopefully
Paqueta
right, he's still down.
First start for Lucas Paqueta. I didn't see him in the team when I had a brief glance. That's mainly because the other team wasn't actually the team. Good. I mean, I prefer the predicted lineup from FootMob.
Yeah, Nana's still down.
I do think at the moment with our problems in terms of midfielders though with Chelsea, I'm happy with the 3 rather than the 2. But yeah, I will check for us more before we have
Joel
a break.
Matip, Diogo Jota coming on.
Who are you looking for? Neco Williams starts. Renan Lodi again in the side. Who do you have?
Awani.
Yeah, you probably don't want Awani.
No. When are Brighton playing?
I'll have a look. Tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, right
Just check
place.
Tottenham Fulham.
No Perisic.
Yeah, Leno.
Leno does start.
That's good. So no
yeah,
Perisic.
who Brian got tomorrow? Leeds? No.
Yeah. No, Leicester. Leicester.
Oh yeah.
Which means I've got Lamptey getting subbed in tomorrow. Perisic is in my opinion. Deep free kick, by the way, for Everton here. Onana has gone. He's not gone off the pitch. He's gone off the side of the pitch.
No Kulusevski for Spurs. This is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna pick Kulusevski in my fantasy team. I thought
bench Mount.
Richarlison would play over him. I sold him
Oh yeah, you did.
for Phil Foden.
He's not getting any points against Villa last night.
He might not play. He might get rested. Yeah. But I also have Zaha. So
deep free kick from Gray.
And Alexis McAllister as well would come in if Foden wasn't to play. So
Tarkowski.
I just hope with rotation that like Haaland doesn't come on for 25 minutes.
It's out for a corner. Everton corner. The crowd's down their bridge agent. 12 minutes to go.
With rotation, I don't want Foden to come on for 10 minutes or Haaland for 20.
I think my vice captain's Salah. So
mine is Jesus.
So I'd take a 3 from Diaz and Salah to see this stay level. Or if they want to score and get an assist.
I don't have any Liverpool players, so I could do with. Nah. Just Everton to score.
Or get everyone with Van Dijk onto 0.
I'm glad because a lot of people have.
Ball in.
Have Trent and Robbo.
And Van Dijk using both.
Who of course won't be bringing any points now.
I think he's offside.
Well, what? 1 point for both, right? Robbo and Trent.
Yeah. -1 for Van Dijk. So Joel Matip's coming on.
Is it -1?
Yellow card.
Okay, so that'll be 1 then.
No, 5. Clean sheet. Van Dijk
of course, yeah. Nunes off for Jota. Elliott off for Matip. So Jota first start. This will be his chance to make an impact. Mountain Kai does not start. I'm happy about that though. Agreed, Chelsea.
3 centre halves on the pitch. No, they've moved Joe Gomez to right back, Milner into the middle.
Smart. Makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does. Robbo to Van Dijk.
11 minutes left in this one. I feel like I've not watched the game in about 5 minutes. Been trying to keep up with all these lineups.
Equally half fit was the Onana injury. This is basically camera stops back work.
This is Pulisic's big chance for Chelsea.
100%.
If he plays Chelsea, I think though he deserves a run in the side. You can't give Mount and Havertz 5 consecutive games with no goals and then not give Pulisic a full Pulisic the same kind of time. At least give him Fulham next Saturday.
Yeah.
Equally, he's not a striker, so he's still being played out of position. But at least it's a forward area. He should do well there. It could even be a 3 with Conor Gallagher on like a wing.
Onana on the charge. BT cameras still stopping.
Luton at home to Wigan.
Referee's not giving a foul. Onana's furious.
Hopefully the mighty Hatters can win.
Lincoln got Cambridge away.
Can't remember who Norwich are playing and when.
Milner on the ball in the midfield. Taking his time. Not rushing the ball. He's still can't.
Goes out wide.
Gomez.
Salah now.
Salah, yes.
No, it was always Salah. Gomez.
I didn't think Salah was that deep.
Okay.
But yeah, Mount Havertz dropped for Chelsea. That's good.
Yeah, can't keep rewarding poor performance.
10 more minutes.
I'm still adamant it should be Roy, but
he'll be coming off.
Yeah. Solid performance though from the Belgian. If he's not on the pitch though, it's going to be problematic. Pick for telling him to stay down for a mo.
Yes, go, mate.
Take all your time.
No, he's
it seems to be alright. Continue. I think he was just trying to time waste a little bit. I believe that is Alan.
Yeah, still Alan. That's the thing, they'll
probably
like
sidelines.
Just play through it for a couple of minutes, we'll bring up in a minute.
Good stream check. Now I see you tomorrow. Bye. See you, Chelsea fan. Wishing the last 10 minutes of Merseyside Derby is a dangerous game. What if we see a goal? I just have a feeling there's still a goal in this game and I don't know which way it's going to go. Are Liverpool going to get lucky and be bailed out by a late Jota or a late Salah strike?
Diaz, hopefully. Salah or Diaz.
Or could Everton get the goal that they deserve and win the derby? Dwight McNeil will be entering the field. Who's he coming on for? Anthony Gordon making way for Dwight McNeil.
Fair enough, good performance from Gordon today.
Yeah.
He's played really well.
Solid showing. Arguably deserves an assist.
Dwight McNeil, a bit of pace again to run at Joe Gomez.
He was the one that set up the Cody goal, wasn't he?
No, that's Moped.
Oh, Moped, of course. Both with their bleach blonde hair.
That is
Oh,
a
to be
horrific
fair,
ball from Gomez.
Gordon's doesn't bleach. He's naturally blonde, isn't he? I think. No.
No, he's bleach.
He's bleach, isn't he? Yeah.
Mopay just trying to get to the Richarlison look. Yeah, 8 minutes to go. So Everton throw on the near side of Patterson. So confusing to see a right back with number 3. And centre half number 2.
It should be left back 3, centre half 4 or 5, right back 2.
The centre half today have got like 30 and 20, 30 and 2.
6 and 8 in the middle of the midfield, 7 and 11 on the wings, 9 and 10. That's how it used to be back in the day.
But now
when everything was 4-4-2. Well, yeah, people just use different numbers now, don't they?
One back by Patterson again, a quick throw into
I'm guessing the 2 was already taken by Coleman and there was no one with the 3.
Yeah.
And Michaelenko's got 19, so... Yeah.
Iwobi. Back to McNeil. Is that McNeil? Yeah, it's McNeil.
No, it's Gray.
No, he's off the pitch. Oh, no, it isn't. It is McNeil.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, no, I was right.
Yeah, it is McNeil.
McNeil does well with it, gets it out wide. Patterson, back to McNeil. Could he get a shot away? No, he gives it to Mopay.
I'm not sure.
Back to McNeil. He does then get shot away. Oh, what a save! It was dipping into the top corner. And Alisson, at full stretch, denies him.
What an impact that had been from Dwight McNeil. But this game has been a goalkeeping...
It's a deflection as well.
Goalkeeping... It's a fantastic...
Masterclass.
What a save.
You could get a highlights reel from this individual match of fantastic saves.
The best goalkeepers in the Premier League on show today. And they're showing why.
Fantastic.
Ball in from Gray. Only punched by Alisson. Brought by Dan Jota. He unleashes Diaz.
Patterson, what a challenge. Oh, and loses to Jota. He wants a free kick. Anthony Taylor couldn't care less.
Oh, super from Tarkovsky.
Jota keeps it on. Iwobi kicks it out.
6 minutes to go. Still all to play for.
Wow, Alisson. What a save.
This is mental. And there, the tap from Patterson, but then Jota wins it back. And then
game of the season so far, it has to be said. I know we've seen a 9-0 win. We've seen some fantastic fixtures, but this without even a goal. Yeah, maybe that gut runs it close, but there's not been any controversy really today. Anthony Taylor's not done anything. Last time he made loads of errors.
We call back the Rich 2 a good game because Chelsea are robbed.
Yeah, I guess if you're a neutral, it's a fantastic spectacle to see. Just
Salah
disgraceful referee.
Salah plays it.
Patterson or Salah. It's gonna get it out. Gay brought down. Yes, it is a foul.
Don't get but Diaz.
It's a foul. Send him off. Get him go.
5 minutes to go.
Straight red for Salah and Diaz.
Yeah, what a save from Alisson. We've seen heroics from Pickford. We've seen heroics from Alisson.
Keeping their sides in the game.
That is a superb save. One hand in, right hand, straight out into that top corner. Yeah, it's a fantastic save.
Fingertips. Absolute fingertips on it to deny it.
Pickford has got the free kick.
Does make you question who will start for Brazil at the World Cup? Edison or Alisson?
I actually think it should be Alisson.
I would agree, I think a lot of City fans would disagree.
I think Alisson has to do more than Edison does have to do.
Potentially, yeah.
Which I think will help when he goes to Brazil.
When Edison makes a mistake, it's like, oh no, now that's 7-1.
Exactly.
If Alisson makes a mistake, Liverpool haven't been quite as comprehensive in their victories in recent years. Because especially this season, City are tearing everyone apart, and that's a big error from Manchester.
I think he's a bit distracted by the massive blood, the people in Ivor's vest that are walking along the whole side of the thing.
Welcome the Ginger Ninjas, who's put LFC and then just spammed goat emojis.
No, not right now.
I was going to say you're drawing with Everton, so an untimely introduction, but welcome regardless. Robertson, Jota, into Fabinho. He isn't going to hit it. He's going to go out wide to Salah. Salah outside the boot pass in Firmino. What a stop from Pickford once again.
This is ridiculous. The amount of saves he's making.
Splendid save from Jordan Pickford.
And again, it's Firmino. Firmino just cannot score past Pickford. But this
I know, a man who's got 3 goals in the last 2 games. You'd have backed him to score today, but 2 massive saves from Pickford have denied him 2 goals.
To Salah.
Salah against Michaelenko. Michaelenko is really struggling now against Mo Salah, though. He's kept up with him this time. He's done well to stop him. Drawn the foul, won himself a free kick. Brilliant job from the young Ukrainian left back. Brilliant job.
They're running down the clock now, Everton. And
maybe goes to ground a little bit softly.
That outside the boot
That's
pass from Salah's
superb.
good.
He's done well to connect with it, well, but yeah.
To be fair though, he's done well to place it as far as he can. Matches it. Gets there.
Wow.
Full
what a
stretch.
save.
The T-Rex himself.
He's running on momentum and confidence now, Jordan Pickford.
Absolutely, Nick-Nack, absolutely.
And now JP Sauce is going to send it long, presumably. And everyone on the pitch is stood in one position. He's kicked out of play. And Everton fan is going to hold on to that ball. Oh no, he's going to throw it back, to be fair.
I don't think he can't do that anymore because they've got so many balls around the pitch.
It doesn't really serve a purpose.
He'll go run and get the one that's on the cone 10 yards over there.
But you could nab it and sell it for like 150 quid or something like
that. You could do that. Probably a bit more.
I don't know.
That's not signed though, it's just a match ball.
Yeah, but still.
To be fair, Premier League 2022 match ball.
Like I say.
Yeah.
But even the Premier League 22 ball is like 100 quid to 50 quid, I imagine. So match played.
Kick it around your garden. Gomez. Matt, Van Dijk.
Ginger Ninjas, loving that you're getting involved, but well, please don't just spam emojis.
Robertson. Ball in. Oh, can you find Jota? What a tackle from Cody. Jota again.
Patterson does well, and it's a corner.
And it's a goal kick.
Liverpool go win. James Michael Arthur, welcome to the stream.
We're
getting a lot of Liverpool fans late onto this one, praying their team can get a goal.
In a corner, but it's end up
we'll see.
Look.
No, I think it does come off Jota.
It comes off Patterson.
You sure?
Comes off Patterson, yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit.
Goal kick
I think it's very hard to call. And 40 votes by the way in the polling chat now. 70% Liverpool, 20% Everton, and 10% opting for a draw.
Minutes going normal time. I'm expecting a lengthy added time though. We've seen a lot of stoppages. We saw the VAR check. I'm expecting a good 4 minutes. I think probably around there, 3-4 minutes. So still plenty of time.
How much out of time? 5 minutes. Question mark. Well, we've still got 30 minutes, 30 seconds until we find out.
4 to 5 probably.
You reckon?
Yeah.
It's been that much.
We had the VAR check. Remember that was a while. We had
the goal.
Stoppages in,
of course.
Stoppages in play.
They might go 4 or 5 minutes. I think 3 would be more fitting, but.
Well, I feel it could be 3 or 4, and then there'll be more added time in the added time because.
Another controversial late. Liverpool minutes.
McNeil.
Trying to get the ball in. Van Dijk to Robertson.
We had to find out.
Firmino. Fabinho. Joel Patterson goes over it. 6 additional minutes.
And here comes Diaz. Diaz deflected wide.
I can't really tell how that's got there, but
say now 6.
Gay gets there first. Gay now has McNeil to his right. They're driving forwards, Everton.
No way.
It's a 3-on-3. This is a brilliant drive from McNeil. He's got past Milner.
He's got to go Mope.
Matip's done well.
He's found Gray.
That's right. He's gone to Gray. Yeah.
Who cuts in?
That's a shot. It's well claimed by Alisson. 0-0, not good. This has been a fantastic game, man's like a kill. Goals don't always mean that the game's been brilliant. This has been perhaps the greatest game of football we've seen this season. WWE at the castle, I imagine so. Where else are they going to do it in a castle? Yeah. There's no castles in America, is there?
Oh, Patterson slipped. He's managed to smash it out the pitch.
Oh, and Mopé's giving chase. I think Van Dijk will get there, obviously, but Mopé putting in the hard yards late in this one.
Still all to play for. 6 is a bit lengthy though. But what a game this is.
More than a bit lengthy, arguably.
Milner long
tries to find Diaz. Diaz in the corner, brings it down nicely against Patterson now. Luis Diaz cutting in. Still cutting in. Forever.
Fabinho.
Robertson. Ball in. Jota. His header isn't good enough. Patterson gets it gone. 4.5 minutes for Everton to survive now. Van Dijk will throw this in. Where's he throwing?
Stopping the game.
I think he's awarding a yellow card.
No, we're playing on.
He was writing on his yellow card.
No,
he wants it back. Who's he booking?
It's Fabinho.
Fabinho's been booked. Couldn't tell you why.
Yeah, no.
Game's been a cracker, just no goals, unfortunately, yet. Lovely, yet. You never know what's going to happen.
4 minutes to go of the additional time. Wish we'd find out how Fabinho got booked. Robbo.
I think Anthony Taylor was just offended that there was another bald bloke. And that he
poor.
managed to pull it off better than Taylor.
Mopé's just going to run.
I was going to say, he's taking it to the sideline here.
He's
Kicks it into Milner.
So smart.
One of the most intelligent footballers, Neil Mopé. He's brilliant at the dark arts.
He realised he's
going to hold on to this ball.
So he's just smashing.
He's taking his time out this throw, and this is not getting thrown for a ban. And then he drops it. And now McNeil's going to take his time getting over there.
Take the yellow card, I think, for the time wasting. But the clock, the ref probably stopped the clock. Actually, no, Sam Taylor doesn't do that.
3 minutes left in this game, though. You never know with Liverpool. They might add another 2 at the end, so Everton are probably going to have to hold on for another 6. Fabinho. It's not convincing back to Alisson, but he does get it clear. Under pressure from Mopé there. Tarkowski wins it back. Gay. Not fouled. It's a good challenge from Milner. Michaelenko goes into the challenge. Leaves Salah in a lot of space. Blocked. Can Iwobi get there ahead of Milner? He can. He gets it gone.
Everton are fighting.
McNeil will give chase against Van Dijk. Could McNeil win it? It goes in harsh for the challenge. Fabinho. Across to Matip. What a brilliant end to this game we've got here. Matip now. Goes out wide. Robertson. Can he get there?
No. Yes, he can.
He has just about. Ball in. Well cleared.
Cody, great header. Time to breathe, but not for long. Fabinho. Goes back, he's going back to Van Dijk. Liverpool going to bide their time. Back to Matip. They're now driving it forward once again. Matip, he's ran straight through to Pickford.
Why does he not let that go out of play?
Because he can then pick it up, can't he?
Yeah.
And then waste more time.
Slowed it down a little bit. 2 minutes. Jordan Pickford will award man of the match. Fair enough.
Obviously, we'll give our man of the match after the game. He's run. Well, not run, walked. Well played. Pickford goes long. He's just trying to find the corner.
Never heard anyone go, the game's just been walked.
Liverpool throw on the far side, but in Liverpool in their own half though, they've got a minute and a half to get us up the pitch. That's a lot of halves. Gomez with a long throw. Down the line, one by Michaelenko. Then one by Onana, and Mopé's going to chase. It's going to go to
minute and a half left.
Alisson's going to claim it. He's going to then quickly throw it out to
Robertson. McNeil giving chase, but Robbo driving forwards. Diaz turns. Salah! It's funded against the post. How is it not in?
Again, it's gone wide.
It's gone wide. I thought that was in.
Salah against the post, and the rebound somehow was hacked away.
A minute left. The Klopp can't believe it's not going in. We can't believe there's not been a goal.
I think it was Cody.
Jesus.
Cody just here. Salah.
That's a man of the match. Well played.
Salah.
Fair
no,
enough,
it's tipped onto the post by Pickford.
I don't think we even need to give a man of the match.
Tipped onto the post by Pickford. Yeah. And then.
It's slightly behind him.
Yeah.
Pickford is
enjoyed that one.
Running on pure electric atmosphere now, isn't he?
Running on adrenaline. He's like.
That's what I meant. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know what I was saying. Wow.
30 seconds to go. It's Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Still in the Merseyside derby. Feels like it's been 0-0 for like. This game feels like it's been going for ages. Pickford hasn't booked.
Don't think he's going to mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, but my guess he's getting 3 bonus points, a clean sheet. So anyone who's got in their fantasy team and save points, anyone who's got in their fantasy team.
Just be careful because I wouldn't put it past Taylor to give another yellow. It's out of play. They're throwing it on the floor. Everton fans definitely up. Nope. He's dropped it again. Oh, Slippy. He's got butterfingers. It's a shame it fell to that one fan. It appears to have lathered his hands in butter.
Yeah, Pip got a touch on that. Yeah, I think that. No, a big save.
Robertson.
We have now played over the 96, but we're going to continue to play. Not again. Surely Liverpool cannot do it again. They did it at home.
Gomez, I was going to say, we're into the 96, well past the 96th minute now. 30 seconds played over. Salah. There's about 9 Everton players. They get it gone, and that is the game.
That is a
Everton have done it at Goodison Park. Their first point, well, not their first 3 points. I thought they'd won. I forgot the goal got rolling off. But another massive point in their hopes for survival. Liverpool drop points again, and it's their near rivals, and they are going to absolutely hate that one.
That
Liverpool.
is a massive point.
With City playing an easy 3 points later today, Liverpool are going to be furious. They're going to have to hope that former man Steven Gerrard can mastermind a masterclass. If not, they're going to drop further behind Manchester City.
From everyone today in an Everton shirt. Not
what a showing.
Player. Fair play to Alisson as well. He made some big saves to keep the game level, but Klopp will not be happy with that. Liverpool, they got unlucky at times, and sometimes it was just unstoppable. Jordan Pickford. Again, it has to be man of the match, Pickford.
No doubt, my mind is Jordan Pickford.
Yeah.
I mean, Everton were superb across the board, but Jordan Pickford, the standout in that game.
Yeah. He was fantastic.
No argument to be had there.
Yeah, well done, Jordan Pickford. And again, I mean, obviously Salah and Diaz.
To the Liverpool fan, just constantly spamming Liverpool and goat emojis. Not only are you literally wrong, but none of them are showing because YouTube's automatically blocking them. So, yeah, keep wasting time and energy. But what a performance from Everton today, has to be said. And yeah,
phenomenal.
I mean, who do they play next week? Could this be what I'm trying to get at? Could this be the result that springboards progression for Everton in this season? 4 consecutive draws now.
Obviously,
they've not lost since they played Villa.
Obviously, they didn't get the 3 points, but that will feel like a win.
That certainly will.
In the dressing room, that will feel like a win.
Yeah. Simicast's given his shirt to a player in the crowd. I mean,
somebody will burn it.
Not a great performance from today, but you're still taking a match on Liverpool shirt.
I think. I mean, yes, it was obviously a bit of rotated side, ready for Europe on Wednesday for Liverpool, but I think Klopp will still be annoyed. Yeah,
very furious with that one. They should have been. There's a beast here doing a thing on the pitch without even a thing behind it.
They do this. They do it all the time.
I know, but the difference between Sky and Peter.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Yeah, no, 100%. What performance from Jordan Pickford.
And Pickford, yeah. And I think Merseyside is blue for today. But it's joint now.
I was going to say, they had a better performance, obviously not overall, but just for today, we'll allow it to be blue. Well, yeah. I mean, the great game, great stream. I think we'll round up there.
Yeah.
Of course, back tomorrow. But we want to go see the Formula 1 now. Do you want to know Q1 results, or are you going to cry?
Why would I cry?
Daniel Ricciardo may or may not have been knocked out in Q1. We'll call it a day there. Back again tomorrow, everyone. From 4 o'clock, we'll be bringing you coverage of Man United Arsenal. Of course, that game then kicks off at 4:30. And then in the midweek, the Champions League is back. We've got PSG Juventus, or Juventus PSG, I can't remember which way around that one is. But that'll be on Tuesday, and then Inter versus Bayern, also can't remember which way around that one is. But Champions League fixtures on Tuesday and Wednesday, very exciting. But that is going to be all for today. Hope you have all enjoyed very much. I'm going to thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.